Welcome to the SpitBox.
We ain't holding back and we gon' talk our shit.
Watch. Hey.
Ain't no hesitating, so I can just be patient. This is SpitBox.
Let me let you go.
Yeah, we on the facts and welcome to the
SpitBox.
We ain't holding back and we gon' talk our shit. Watch. Yeah, we the baby. Ain't no hesitating, so sit back and just be patient. This is SpitBox. Yeah, spitting on, shitting on, life with, getting on. Either I agree, she disagree, we disagree, we getting on. Goddamn, I'm the man, I'm talking to clear, they know what I'm saying. You say yes, I say no, no, there's a plan, but we gon' forget in the hand. How we gon' cover my answer? I ask you a question, I answer me. I'm up in your head and it's up to me. That ain't the question that meant to me. Why you wanna ask? Why you wanna ask me this? Why you wanna ask me that? Why you wanna ask? Why you wanna know my six? Why you wanna know my back? Yeah, we on no facts and welcome to the SpitBox. We ain't holding back and we gon' talk that shit. Yeah, we the baby. Ain't no hesitating, so sit back and just be patient.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the SpitBox.
We ain't holding back and we gon' talk that shit. Yeah, we the baby. Ain't no hesitating, so sit back and just be patient. This is SpitBox. Yeah, we on the facts and welcome to the SpitBox. We ain't holding back and we gon' talk that shit. Yeah, we the baby. Ain't no hesitating, so sit back and just be patient. This is SpitBox. Yeah. Gossip, this ain't gossip, this that lip drop. Pull up and subscribe to the SpitBox. Let them guys that hit you with a lit watch.
Hey.
Don't get what you like at the SpitBox. Yeah. Watch it like every night. Gotta show this shit to everybody. When I get next to you every night. This shit right here, my boy, every time. Yeah, every night. I can watch this right here every night. Yeah, very nice. I can watch this one here every night. First off, I gotta say this. Make sure you sub. If you come through, hit the like button and show us some love. First off, I gotta say this. Make sure you sub. If you come through, hit the like button and show us some love. Yeah, we on the facts and welcome to the SpitBox. We ain't holding back and we gon' talk that shit. Yeah, we the baby. Ain't no hesitating, so sit back and just be patient. This is SpitBox. Yeah, we on the facts and welcome to the SpitBox.
Hey.
We ain't holding back and we gon' talk that shit. Yeah, we the baby. Ain't no hesitating, so sit back and just be patient. This is SpitBox. Yeah, we on the facts and welcome to the SpitBox. We ain't holding back and we gon' talk that shit. Yeah, we the baby. Ain't no hesitating, so sit back and just be patient. This is SpitBox.
Welcome to the SpitBox. Come on, y'all. Welcome to the SpitBox. Welcome to the SpitBox. What? Welcome to the SpitBox. Man, what's up? What's up, everybody, man? Thank y'all for being here once again, man. Wonderful Monday day, man. It is raining out here in New Mexico. I don't know where you at, what kind of weather you have, but I love the rain. So to me, it's good weather time, man, because it's cozy, it's relaxing, and it's also romantic. You know what I'm saying? And Gangsta Moji believe in some romance. But man, look at here. It's raining out here. It's a wonderful day. It's been a wonderful day. When the wife got out and about today, man, we turned a couple of corners, took care of some bills, ran through errands, man, stopped at a couple of stores, got some groceries for the house and things for the kids. Just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Miss Lita, how's your day been, Miss Lita?
My day has been okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For the most part, it's been okay.
Yeah, it's been okay.
Okay, 2 thumbs up.
Two thumbs up.
Man, 2 thumbs up and a smile. Y'all hear me, Lita, man? Y'all shout out to Miss Lita, man. You know, she going hard, man. Anyway, we got Crystal Marie. Shout out to Crystal Marie in the chat, y'all. We got Leslie Hill. Appreciate you, Leslie Hill, for being here. Kyron Hawthorne. What's up to my boy Kyron? Carmela is in the building. What's up, Carmela? And my niece is here, y'all. My niece, Traisha, my YouTube niece, Traisha Bryson, is in the building. Man, appreciate y'all for being here. Who else is in the building, man?
I see Kyron.
Yeah,
I see Jay Breezy.
Jay
What's
Breezy
up,
in the
Crystal
building.
Marie?
Sherry.
Hey, Miss Carmela. I see
Sherry
Auntie Vaughn in here. What's up, Chloe?
Auntie Vaughn is in the building. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness,
Chloe
Auntie
here.
Vaughn, man. Shout out
Hey,
to Auntie
Traisha.
Vaughn. Man, what's up? Chloe is in the building. Jay Breezy. Man, what
Jay
in the
Breezy, where
world is
yo?
going on? Man, the fam is in the building, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the building once again, man. Like I said, man, it's been a wonderful day here in the state of New Mexico, the land of enchantment. But anyway, or land of enhancements, or whatever you want to call it. But it's doing a little rain. It ain't raining that hard, y'all. It ain't raining that hard. Just a little drizzle, just a little sprinkle. But it still look a little romantic and cozy and all that. And not cold enough for the fireplace, but you know, it is cozy, you know, to give a couple of hugs to the wife and get a little cozy, snug together, watch a little movie or something, pop down, you know, throw down on a few marshmallows or something like that, you know. That's the
Mm-hmm.
type of weather it is, man. I love the rain too, Crystal. I hear you. I love the rain. Definitely. You're right about that, Leslie Hill. The kings and queens are in the building. And guys, no matter what you are, what you're going through, I always remember, man, you are a king, you are a queen. Keep your head up.
Most
Keep your
definitely.
head up, Mo. Keep your head up through it all, man. Even when it make you wanna, you know what I'm saying? Hold your head up, not
Ooh,
down. What
child.
life would you learn to hold your head up, not down.
Hey,
Man.
Miss Scorpio.
What's up, Miss Scorpio? What's up, Miss Scorpio? What's good with you? I wish it could rain in California. We are in a drought. Man,
Man,
what
you
you
remember
talking
they
about?
used to be the
Ooh,
song. It never
man.
rains in Southern
In
California.
California, it never
They
rains. Come
tell
on, lady.
me it
Tell
never
me
rains in
in
Southern
Southern
California.
California. Hey, well, Lady felt trying to get some started. Y'all, we feel about to have a party
Man,
up in here, man. She talking about it never rains. Man. And matter of fact, I think that's a lie, y'all. When Tony, what's the meaning behind that? It never rains in Southern California because that was an R&B song, right?
mm-hmm. Hey,
What's
yo,
the meaning?
yo.
What's the meaning behind it never rains in Southern California? What that mean? It mean does it never rain there or something? What I mean, what's that supposed to mean? Do they got something to do like is that type of some type of analogy between rain and love or relate? I don't know. I don't
I
understand
thought
that.
it was more like relationship problems. Like, you don't have that many relationship problems in Southern California. You got experienced the trials and tribulations in Southern California.
Oh, I never
But
looked at it
I
that way.
could be wrong. They could have
I
been
don't know
talking
what
about
that
the
I don't know
weather.
what that means. Y'all, everybody in the chat section, y'all need to tell me what it means when they say it never rains in Southern California. Because it's raining in New Mexico. And we all know it floods down there in Texas. They got the tornado warnings and everything going on out there in Texas and Florida and all that area down out there in the south and Atlanta and all those areas. Man, we know it rains out there, but they said it never rains in Southern California. They got a lot of wildfire, man. Pray for those people, man. Hopefully nobody get hurt or injured by that fire, man. Wow. But anyway, y'all, it's been a wonderful day, man. It's been a wonderful day. How y'all day been so far, man? I hope everybody that's in the chat and had a wonderful day, man. Because we come in here, man, we tell y'all about our day, but sometimes we need to know how y'all been doing.
Mm-hmm.
We need to know how y'all been doing. Is y'all been okay, man? Y'all been holding y'all head up through all the drama, through all the BS that could be going on around you, and some things probably could be happening to you. Are you all right? Are you good? It's very important for me and Miss Leader to know how y'all doing, man, because y'all our peoples, man. And
Definitely.
if y'all our peoples, that means we y'all's peoples too. Miss Scorpio said she had an awesome day. She can't complain. Sherry said she was good. Kyron said it was a decent day for me so far. Who else? Chloe said she had a good day. Carmela said we have hurricanes in Florida. Leslie said I'm blessed to be here for sure. Man, Traisha, my niece, my YouTube niece says I'm blessed to be a part of this wonderful family. Thank you for that, Traisha. Krista Marie said my day was good. Boy, look at here.
Y'all
Everybody's
keep my
here, man.
sis Yo-Yo in your prayers. She lost a loved one over the weekend. Definitely want to keep her in our prayers. Keep her
Thanks.
uplifted. And Yo-Yo, take a test.
Ooh, and not a drug test either. But anyway, we're gonna leave that alone, y'all. But anyway, we're
Mm-mm.
gonna leave that alone, y'all. So check it out, y'all. We got a topic. We got a topic that we want to talk to y'all about, or discuss, or debate, whatever the case may be, y'all. But we want to know, me and Miss Lita, and I don't know what she stands. She probably, I don't know. But we need to. But we're trying to figure out, y'all. What's how do you want to ask this question, Lita?
It ain't no way to ask it, but to just flat out ask it. Like, what age would you sit and have a conversation with your kids about sex?
Right.
And would you give them contraceptives?
Hmm. What y'all think about that? At what age would you begin to talk to your child about sex? And would you give your child a contraceptive? Like as far as like a contraceptive mean that you can give them a condom, or you could put them on birth control if it's a female, and other the things that you could do like preventative measures. But I mean, what would you do? Like, and at what age would you start doing this? If you're a parent and you got kids, right, and you got children, me and Miss Lita want to know what age do you start talking to these youngsters about the birds and the bees? Because that's what they used to say back in the days, ain't it, Lita?
Mm-hmm.
You need to talk to them about the birds and the bees. And that's another thing I ain't never figured out either. Like, why do they call it the birds and the bees?
Because of the pollen and getting to the honey.
Oh, wow. Because of the pollen that gets to the honey. Look, Lita know all the answers to all the nasty stuff, y'all. Don't my sister know all the answers to all the nasty questions?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The sex
Mm-mm.
question is specific for each child as their understanding is at a different language. Okay. I can relate to that. I can relate to that. That pretty much says like the sex question is specific for each child as their understanding is at a different language. So I guess it means like as when the child is able or at the age to understand it and have that conversation, then maybe you should have it at that age. I think that's what she's trying to say. I could be wrong on that.
I
Hard
agree
to
with
say,
Chloe.
huh?
I agree with Chloe. It's hard to say. Seems to start such a young age nowadays.
So it seems because children grow up faster nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And even in our days, even though we felt like we weren't doing too much and we wasn't moving too fast, the older generation was like, boy, them kids is so moving fast. And now we are the older generation. I'll be 52 this year, and Lita will be 50. And so we the
You know
older
what,
generation.
y'all?
And because
Please
she's
pray for me.
49. So she'll be 50 this year. So we the older generation.
This
And so we
man be
think that
calling me all kind of ages.
huh?
You be calling me all kind of ages.
But how, I said you'll be 50. I've been calling you 49
No,
for how
no,
long?
sir. Now you know good and dang well that
I've
I'm
been calling you
young.
49 for how long now? Wait a minute, hold on. How long I've been calling you 49? Let's answer that one
Y'all,
first.
I'm fit to go for his head top for real
No, I'm
because
just
I
asking the
ain't nowhere
question. How
near
long have I
50.
been calling you
I,
49?
how old am I?
But that's not you ain't answer my question. I'm not answering yours.
But how many years have
No,
I
it
been
don't matter.
correcting you about it, sir?
But
How
no,
long
you
have
ain't
I
answer
been
my
correcting
question, your question. But anyway, y'all, so check this out. Us older folks like me and Lita,
you?
we consider the younger generation to be moving a little bit faster than we did. They learning more faster. They learning more about computers and social medias and cell phones and technology, and they just got so much to deal with. And then when we was little kids, we played, hide and go seek, hide and go get it, and we played
You probably played
kickball.
doctor.
You play, huh?
You played doctor.
No, we play house. You know how remember how to play house? We play house. You play hide and go get it. Y'all, we play stuff like that. We play little innocent puppy love games as kids and stuff. Now it's all about the social media. You got perverts and wicked people on social media. I mean, it's just so much to watch out for, man, when it comes to these kids. And then they just be like, man, matter of fact, Lita heard me and my son talking today, and she like, what he say? He talking like a grown man. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. They moving a little bit too fast. And I know some of y'all done had these kids, gave birth to these children. Man, y'all be like, man, I sure hope my baby can stay a baby for another year. No, they gonna grow up on you. Gonna be sassy. Sherry said, I definitely play house.
Man, I got my bat ready.
Ooh, oh, you got your bat ready?
Mm-hmm. Cause
Man.
moment mine smell her stuff is on. Batter up, baby. Batter up.
Woo! Look, I'm trying to read some of these comments. Look, let's just say I never used the birds and the bees analogy with my sons.
What did you say to him?
Yeah, I want to know, what did you say? If you didn't say birds and the bees, what actually did you
Hold
say
on.
to your children?
I had the pediatrician assist.
What did it say?
I had the pediatrician assist with explaining pregnancy, sex, and diseases and said, okay.
Okay,
She had the
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. But I mean, everybody can't go to the doctor, to teach the kids about the facts of life. And I understand that, leader, because you want to give your kids a more professional answer. I understand it, but a lot of times the kids, man, they can kind of relate to the stuff that you've been through because you break it down on your level, your terms, and they kind of can relate more to your language because they understand how mama talking, how daddy talking, and how we convey those messages. That's if you got that open communication with your children. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all say cheering? Or y'all still say kid? What? Let me, y'all come in and
I
chat.
say
How many of y'all
kids.
say cheering? Huh?
I say kids. I'm not country where I say
But
children.
some of the people
Or
do say cheering.
hey,
Like,
Miss
how back in the day,
Veronica.
leader, they be talking about, boy, if you don't pull up them britches, because these dudes running around here sagging. Pull up them
Mm-hmm.
britches.
Or they say chitlins. You're
Them
chillin'.
chitlins.
Mm-hmm.
Boy,
Cause they
if you
trying
don't
to
pull
say
up them
children,
britches.
but it come out chitlins. You're chillins.
How
Mm-hmm.
you doing, Miss Veronica? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat.
So for
But
me, I think personally, as soon as my child, what maybe even a little bit before, probably about 10 or 11, I'm going to have to explain to her a cycle to make sure that she fully grasps the ins and outs of menstruation, um, and know what to do. But I'm starting contraceptives as soon as the cycle hits. I'm sorry. I'm starting
wait, so you
contraceptives.
gonna give your child a contraceptive soon as she begin her cycle?
My child will not know that it's a contraceptive. She will think it's a vitamin, but yeah, I'm giving to her right
Oh,
away,
she gonna think it's
immediately.
a vitamin. So you gonna slip her the contraceptive under the impression it's a vitamin, all because of you want her to take the contraceptive for what reason?
I have several reasons. One of the reasons is it helps regulate the cycle. It helps with acne. I will know when her cycle is actually coming. So that way I know, okay, don't beat her today because her cycle on. She just moody because of the cycle. Also because my child is not my biological child. I know the things that her mother took me through. It's just a safety precaution in my eyes. I'm not saying that my child will take on the mannerisms of her biological mother. However, I am preparing myself early on for various things. And so, yes, as soon as my child is starting her cycle, we will be putting her on birth control. I'm sorry. I
I just disagree with that 100%.
You can
I just
disagree with it, but I'm gonna
I
do it.
got to disagree with that 100%. To put that baby on birth control for all that stuff, no, I can't see it happening. But at the same time, I do see your love in your heart and a mother's concern for her child. I totally get that. Like, I can't overlook that fact. But to move in that manner, to me, I can do it. And the reason why is because, like, I have a daughter that's beyond the age of 12, 13 years old, who I believe in my heart, and I probably could stand on 10 Bibles and say this. I know for a fact she's a virgin, and she'll be 18 next year. And you can't say that about a lot of girls. So I know with each his own, to each his own, and each individual is different, and all girls don't do the same thing, because I have another daughter who might be on some other stuff in her life. We'll get to that later on. But this one daughter that I know that's stepping the right way and doing everything right and all that, I don't feel like I need to even introduce her to contraceptive because of how she's stepping. And I feel like that when she begin to step in the manner to where she meets a boyfriend and she becomes sexually active, I honestly believe that is something that she won't hide from me. And then I can take the appropriate, measures or actions, and we can go from there. But to do it to her just because of this or that, no, I wouldn't do it to her because I don't have to
Now,
do that for her.
again, what you missed is I'm not doing it just because. I'm doing it, one, to regulate her cycle. So that way she don't experience like the things that I experienced as a child. Because nowadays these kids, They use an app for everything, and sometimes the apps are off. It'll help regulate her cycles. I'll know exactly when the 28 days are, so that way, she's prepared for that day.
But her
And
cycle gonna regulate itself. She
no,
gonna
not
learn
no,
naturally. She
not
gonna learn naturally
necessarily.
when that cycle is coming. By
No,
her being a
no,
young girl, she gonna know
no,
when that cycle coming. She's not
no,
gonna need no birth
no.
control to help regulate her cycle.
No, that's where you
Stop it.
wrong, because not every woman experiences the same thing with their cycles. Some of
That's the
us
point I'm making.
wait,
Hold
wait.
on. Now stay
Let me
right there. Now
let me
stay right
finish.
there.
Let me
Okay, I'm gonna
finish.
go back to that. I'm gonna
Okay,
go back. Go ahead.
because for me, I had irregular cycles. So 28 days, it didn't matter for me because my cycle would be sporadic. It could come before the 28 days, it could come
Right?
after the 28 days. My cycle was never the same. But with
But the point
like,
is,
wait,
but you
let
just
me
made the
finish.
point
I'm
though.
not
You made
done.
the
I'm
point.
not done. I'm not done.
Okay.
So with the birth control for me, it helped to make my cycle regular,
Okay.
instead of being stagnant. Then not only that, like taking the birth control, like you got certain types of birth controls that you can take that will shorten your cycles. Because one young lady I know, she was begging her mom to actually put them on birth control because her cycle would last a full week, but it would stop in the middle and then it'll start again. So she wanted to get on birth control to have some consistency with her cycle and to shorten her cycle. For me, like I say, it's a matter of me, one, regulating my child's cycle, making sure that my child, I know when my child's cycle is starting. I know when she gonna be moody, so that way I can deal with the mood swings, have some Midol or whatever else I gotta have. Then not only that, like I said, it's just a safety precaution for me pertaining to my child. Now, I will have to sit down and talk to my child in regards to sex, but I just will not let my child know at that particular moment, hey, this is birth control, because it's like you giving that child a green light to go out there and go do something because they're on birth control. That's definitely not what I'm saying. All I'm trying to do is to regulate my child's cycle, to know when my child is on her cycle. And so that way I can be prepared for the mood swings, the changes, and also when her cycle is actually coming on and everything else. But again, she will be told that they're vitamins, and we're going to
Okay.
continue
So
to
can
do
I
that.
speak now?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So now look. So still, you just proved my point that all women's cycle is not the same. And so by off of that point that you just made, because of what you went through, you're applying that to your daughter when she may not even go through what you went through. So still that's wrong because everybody, like you said in the beginning, all women not the same. So you have to treat them as such. Now, y'all hear me out on this. Now, if your child goes through what you went through, by all means, I can agree with what you're saying. But if she don't, and you still treat her like she going through what you're going through, then you're wrong because she not you. And like you said, all women's cycle not the same. So all women don't have to monitor their menstruation cycle with a birth control. And so if you're just doing that just because of what you went through, then you're doing it just because. So back to what I said in the beginning, every individual female child has to be judged accordingly to how their menstruation cycle is like, their hormones is like, and all that. Then you use that for your assessment, for your judgment. But to say, oh, because I went through this is what I'm gonna have to do to her. Wrong.
No, but that's where you taking it out of context.
No, because you said all women's cycle not the same off of what I said.
It's not. All women's
And it's
cycle
just,
are not the
so
same.
what you're doing, you're treating it like it's yours. Even
Okay,
though you may not say
again,
it, you treating it,
listen to what I'm
you
saying.
treating it,
Hold on, wait. Leslie, I see your comment like you're making a decision based off of your past experience. No, I'm not just making a decision based off of my past
but
experience.
partly you are.
Wait,
You're not the whole thing,
let
but
me
part of it you
finish.
are. You got to admit that part of it you
Let
are.
me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought. And you can say I'm being dishonest with my child all you want. Like, this is my child, and I'm gonna do what I want with my child.
Right.
So in regards to my child, and I'm just trying to make sure that my child don't have to experience the things that I went through as a child and dealing with cycles and cramps and everything. I felt like I was ill prepared. My mom talked to us about it, but parents back then really shied away from talking about sex and cycles and all of that. It
Right.
wasn't an in-depth
Right.
conversation. And so for me, I feel like I'm better preparing my child because at least I'm regulating her cycle and giving her the ability to know when her cycle is going to come and stuff like that. You know, when I feel she's old enough to understand what the pills are, then by all means I will discuss it with her. But her being so young, you know, most kids start their cycles like Esbury said, 4th grade, 5th grade. She's not going to understand or comprehend what birth control is and what
Okay.
mommy is doing. Hold on. And what mommy is doing in regards to giving her these pills to make her cycle regular and to know when her cycle is coming on. You know, and I'm just like I say, I'm just trying to ensure that my child is well taken care of and very well prepared when it comes to her cycle.
Okay, I
Because
got a
no woman
question
knows
about her
when their
cycle.
cycle is going to start.
I
We
got
have
a
no
question
earthly
about her
idea.
cycle. I got
Huh?
a question to ask you about her cycle.
Okay.
Can her cycle, and this could be a yes or no if possible, because I know you're gonna have a lot to say. Can her cycle be regular without birth control? Yes or
It
no? Just
it
yes or no?
will you let me?
I'm,
It
I'm
can't.
I'm just trying because I got a couple of questions. That's why I want to answer that one, then go to the next question. 'Cause
So
I'm trying to go somewhere with
okay,
this.
to answer that, yes and no. So with women, like we all have different things that
I
transpire.
understand that.
Wait, let me finish. It's a yes and no answer. Like she can be taking some type of antibiotics and it can alter her cycle.
Okay.
But like what I'm saying, when it comes to being on the birth control pills and stuff like that, it helps and aids to make sure it's consistent versus where you taking like a say she got the flu or something and they gave her Tamiflu. That can change the whole perception of her cycle. And instead of her wondering like, you know, what did I do wrong? Why my cycle didn't come on? That kind of alleviates some of those problems
Okay.
because
Good answer. Good. Okay. Good answer. Now here's question number two.
mhm.
Would a birth control, right, for a girl that already has a regular cycle and nothing wrong with it, and she takes birth control for maybe a year or 2 years to regulate that cycle, then when she have to have the birth control to make sure that cycle stays regular after she start taking it?
Sometimes you do. Like for me,
That's the point I'm trying to make.
you
You're
wait,
gonna take a chance at ruining the cycle if it's not already. If it's a
no,
regular cycle, you're
no,
automatically gonna be taking a chance at
no.
throwing the cycle off, and having she gonna have to take that pill in order to be regular. Once you start giving it to her, once you put her in that cycle, if there's nothing wrong, like how I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You're gonna make a problem that's gonna become a problem because there never was a problem. That's what that's gonna do. So you have to look into that child and see if that's needed. If that's necessary, then go that route.
But
But just
this
for the sake of it, to
you know,
do it,
it's easy for you to say that because you're a man and you don't know the different things that we go through as women when it comes
I
to our
understand
cycle.
what you're
Wait,
saying.
wait, let me finish. So for me, like I say, I would definitely start my child as soon as her cycle comes on. And no, it wouldn't affect her like you thinking. It would be an advantage for her by taking the birth control pills because again, like I say, you're not counting out 28 days all the time. You know, not every child is going to sit there and count out 28 days. Oh, my cycle going to start in 28 days. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, all of our cycles is different. Just like Leslie said earlier, you can eat some foods and it can alter your cycles. You can be sleep deprived and it can alter your cycles.
Right,
I mean, it's so many things that can alter your cycles. And with birth control, it just makes it more consistent in regards to knowing when the cycle is going to come. That's
right.
my main focus
Okay,
because
okay. Let me say
like I
this.
said, I have taken medication and it has thrown my whole cycle off and it literally will make you sick because you be thinking, oh, I'm coming on my cycle on this day, and you get all the symptoms and everything for your cycle to come, and in actuality your cycle ain't coming, you know. But
Okay,
with the birth control pills, it helped to regulate my cycles.
okay. So look. Okay, so you said, and I seen what's called Carmela said, "Gangsta emoji, you're not a woman," and that's true. I'm not. Thank you for that information that I wasn't aware of. But anyway, so I raised 4 daughters and been in relationships for years with different women, right? Who all had menstruations.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I'm not a woman, I've seen what women experience with their cycles. Have I seen every situation of administration cycle? Of course not, because I don't know every woman. And once again, we've already concluded that all women menstruation cycles is not the same. We got to be clear on that. Every woman cycle is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm trying to establish here is that from all the women that I've seen, all the women that I've seen didn't need anything to regulate their cycle. But vast majority. Now, are there people out there that need their cycle regulated and to stay up on top of it and monitor it and all? Of course, I'm not disagreeing with that. But for the most part, most women don't go through the cramping and feel a little pain, take some Advil or Tylenol or whatever, and move on about it. Some women gonna need a little extra some. So that's why I say, it's that individual that you really have to know if they really need it or not. So you won't be moving like that just because the way it sounds to me, leave it like this: that if you had 10 daughters, they all gonna get it at 12. You're not gonna look into like, do they need it? Y'all getting it at 12.
But
All y'all gonna get it.
that's where you
If you
wrong.
and I
Okay.
had 4 daughters.
Okay, so that's where you wrong. Anytime you put someone on birth control pills, they do have to see a doctor. They have to do pregnancy tests. They have to do all these various things before they
Right.
can actually get on birth control. So
No, I
again,
understand that. What I'm
wait,
saying is that,
hold
like, if
on,
you had
hold
10,
on,
if you
wait,
had
wait,
10 daughters,
wait, wait,
would
wait,
you do it
wait,
to all
wait,
10
wait,
of them?
wait. Let me finish. Again, so again, seeing a doctor, the doctor would be able to tell me what would be a good solution for a child of that age in order to proceed when it comes to a contraceptive for my child. Now,
Right.
as my child got older, I can explain to my child better, hey, this is what this pill is for, to regulate your cycle, to know when it's going to come, various things like that. Now, again, I agree with Miss Veronica wholeheartedly. Yes, definitely, I would consult with the doctor because of the fact that if I'm going to put my child on birth control pills, then my child and I both need to know the ins and outs of the pill. Now, would my child understand that? Probably not at such a young age, but I would understand what was going on at that particular point in time.
But you
And then
missing my
what,
point. You're still
wait,
missing my
I'm not
point. Go
done,
ahead.
but
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
You're
not
missing my
done.
point though.
And so again, you taking it as if I'm trying to do something sneaky for my
No,
child.
no, no, no. I'm not taking it like that. I'm not saying you're doing nothing sneaking. No, I'm not saying it like that. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you had 10 daughters, from this way I'm hearing, and you correct me if I'm wrong on this. If you had 10 daughters or 20 daughters, and we know you're not gonna have that many kids, but your law says at 12, this is your law. That what I'm taking it. At 12, all y'all finna be on birth control. You're not looking into if they really need it for that monitor that their administration. None of that matters. You just doing because this is your law. This is your rule that you live by. This is what you use to be on what you own. And so I'm saying like this. So if a doctor is involved, this is what I'm saying to you. If a doctor is involved and you take this child down to the doctor and you say, well, I need to put this child on birth control, some type of contraceptive that's safe to regulate the menstruation. The doctor might then say, well, what's going on with the menstruation? And you tell the doctor what's going on, and the doctor said, well, the child is perfectly fine. There's no need to regulate it. That's a regular menstruation. What would you do then? Would you still say, no, she getting on it anyway? If the doctor tells you, no, her period is perfectly fine. That's normal. She's supposed to experience that, and she don't need no contraceptive. What would you going? How you gonna respond to that? If the doctor says she don't need it, then what's your response? And she's 12 years old.
Uh,
Then you're gonna have to come up with another theory of why she needs to be on it,
no,
because
I've
that's gonna
already
be law.
we okay. So can I finish?
Go ahead.
So okay, Ms. Leslie, I see your comments. Like I say, I understand your feelings, but you do what you do for your children. I'm gonna do what I want to do for my children.
Right.
Again, my whole thing is it's beneficial in other ways. Like, it helps with acne. It helps to regulate the cycle. Not only that, some of the other things that are beneficial, of course, you're not getting pregnant. But it just depends on what the doctor would actually say pertaining to my child. Now, like I say, I would have a conversation with the doctor to see. Here in Texas, a lot of them will definitely be willing to put them on birth control because they don't want these kids to go out here and be having abortions. But it's not just because of the cycle. It's beneficial for other reasons too. Like I said, for me, it was a big help because it helped control the acne. I didn't have to worry about the time frame of when my cycle was gonna come. I knew when them pills ran out, then this is when my cycle was gonna start. So you can say about 10, 12 children. It doesn't matter to me about the 10, 12 children. It's just a matter of what I'm trying to do that's beneficial for me and my child and what I'm gonna do in my household. So I respect everybody's opinion and their thoughts in regards to it. But I'm going to do what's best for me and my family. And yes, Chloe, if my child doesn't want to take it, when she gets older, she will have the right to say no. But at this young age, I'm going to do what I feel is beneficial for me and my child. And Leslie, you said the pediatrician will say no. I've been with other pediatricians and they haven't said no. So again, y'all do what's good for you and y'all's household, and I'm gonna do what's good for me and my household. And so I respect all of y'all's opinion, honestly and truthfully, but I will talk to a physician and figure out what's best for me and my child.
Period. Right, and I respect that 100%. But I'm just showing you what I'm doing is because if y'all don't recognize one thing about gangster mode, I always look at both sides. So I hear what she's saying. It's the other side that she canceling out. That if she takes the baby to the doctor, to the person that knows, and he says that the period is regular, she's fine. Then she'll say, well, you know what? This birth control can help acne and A, B, and C, so I'm gonna still give it to her. See, that's what I'm saying. So to me, she made that a law that if she had 10 girls, it would have nothing to do with how their period needs to be regulated or if they really needed to do this. It's just because this in-house belief. And we all have our rights to that.
But
we
that's
all
what
got
you're
set rules
missing.
under our roof. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Not only that, but I remember as a child, I don't remember sitting there counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 28 days is gonna be here. I don't remember doing that. You know what I'm saying? So
I never did it either.
Okay, and see,
but you learned though. See, but you learned though, and that's how they all
with
learn.
the birth control, for me, I just feel like it'll be easier for me to calculate when my child is gonna have her cycle, and that'll help her in the long run as well.
One second.
Okay.
Call on the line. Get it off your mind. Talk to me.
Oh, hi, Uncle.
Hey, how you doing, niece? What's up, Traisha? What's good? Would you talk to us? What's good off your mind?
I wanna piggyback off what Miss Lita's saying.
Okay.
Because I was 13 and I was maturing a little bit.
Okay.
And my mom thought I was into boys, so she took me to the doctor and stuff to get like birth control and things so that I won't become pregnant.
But let me ask you a question. But was you into boys when your mama thought you was, or was you not?
I wasn't into boys.
Okay, your mom was right then. I'm saying, but was you sexually active at that time?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, well then your mom thought you was, right?
Yeah, because they used to follow me home and carry my books.
So to me, no disrespect, but that was a misjudgment on mom's part because mom should have been able to talk to you, and you should have been able to tell your mom, I'm not doing nothing with no boys, even though that's what little girls will say, even if they're doing something. That's why you have to have that communication with the parent and the child to know when your child is lying to you, when they're telling you the truth, their mannerisms and so forth and so on. But just to get a hint, just to say, well, you know what? I suspect you doing something with these little boys. We're going down here to the doctor and you get on some birth control. I don't agree with that theory. That's
okay.
I suspect you did something. And so I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, I disagree with that.
Yeah, and I'm kind of glad that she got me on birth control, because then when she had took me in, she found out that my hormone levels is off. Still
Okay.
to this day, I don't even get the woman thing like I'm supposed to. I've been on birth control since I was 13, and it does not work for me. I don't know.
But maybe the birth control is the cause of it. If you was on birth control since you were 13 and you don't even get the woman's cycle like you're supposed to, maybe the birth control is the problem for that. You probably have to look into that. That could be the truth.
Okay,
and it may not be the truth.
Right.
And it may not be the truth. It cannot be the birth control as well. Look at both sides. It may not be the birth control.
Okay, I can
but it's
give
very
you.
possible. But it's very possible that it could be the birth control.
I can give you both sides of the coin.
My depression pills that I've been on too since I was 13.
Okay, could be the depression pills. See, there you go. That's another thing. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I can give you both sides of the coin.
But thank you for calling in, Traisha. God bless you. Thank you for calling in and sharing that with us.
Thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you, niece.
Thank you, Traisha. I was grown before I even got on birth control pills. I wasn't sexually active. I was grown and out of my mama's home before I even had sex. You know what I'm saying? I was in college. I had my own apartment, my own place, everything. But I did not have sex, you know?
Right.
I'm not saying that, oh, I'm doing it because I'm just think my child gonna run out here and have sex. No, I'm doing it for preventative measures for other things. Like I say, these kids don't sit here and be thinking, I'm finna count to 28 days. My cycle gonna start on this day, that, and the third. No, you know, so I'm just preparing my child, and this is how I feel like I'm preparing my child.
Call on the line, get it off your mind, talk to us.
Hey, Gangsta Moji and Miss Lita, how you guys doing?
How you doing? Who is this, Miss Veronica?
Yes, this is Veronica.
How you doing,
Hey, Miss Veronica?
This is on a situation, and the situation that I'm in, that on this matter, you know, I was the age of 15. The doctor told my mother to put me on birth control because I cramped too hard.
Okay.
And when I was cramping too hard, they put me on the birth control. By the time I got 15, I had a nest of tumors, which was 32.
32 tumors?
30 tumors.
Ooh.
I wind up at the age of 15 having a breast reduction. And the doctor that told my mother to do it, they wound up paying for this operation. And at that time, it was $17,000. That's why I tell any woman, make sure they have their daughter checked and make sure that they, get the daughter checked. That's all. And make sure the doctor give them the right medicine. Because like I said, every day that I wake up and go take a shower, I see over 200 stitches on me.
So did those tumors come from the birth control, or was it something else going on? Did you have some type of cancer?
I was told by the doctor that did my surgery that I could never, ever take birth control again. So once I had my youngest son,
okay,
I had a Band-Aid sterilization because I didn't want any more children. So that's these people be careful.
Okay, so you disagree with giving a child birth control because of your situation?
Not because of my situation, is just to make sure that the situation
fits that child.
The child is checked properly.
Right. Okay. I get that, and that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying, I messed up. Right. You know.
So, Miss Veronica, let me ask you this: if the child was checked properly and they gave them the right birth control pills, would you be in agreement with your child taking birth control pills?
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
You know, instead, I could never take it. I don't get my period no more. Thank you, Jesus. But anyway, if I had a daughter, you know, I would do a shot more or less than the birth control. You know how you take those pills in that package, and
right.
I would wouldn't chance my daughter's life like that, because like I said, the doctor told me if I ever take those pills again, I would have to go through surgery. I would have to go through this. So I never took it. So I use, over the counter. My age. Look at, they didn't have all of these good things where you get a shot in your arm or you can get something inserted in you.
Right.
But so I just use contraceptives. And then once I had my last son, I was through. I didn't want any more children.
Oh, okay.
But that's why I said what I said. I look at myself every day when I take a shower, and evening when I take the shower, I have these marks on me, over 200 stitches.
Oh, wow.
And that's why I say, please, mothers that have daughters, please be careful and ask all the questions to the doctors, because I would hate to see your children go through what I went through at the age of 15 with a 6-hour and 59-minute operation. This was a major operation.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Ms. Veronica.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, I don't have daughters. Like I said, I would just advise mothers,
right,
please be careful.
I definitely will be careful.
I love you guys, and you guys
love you more.
Back with this show.
Thank you.
I love you guys, and have a beautiful evening.
Thank you. God bless you.
Now, not only that, like I say, with my nephews, I gave them condoms. Like when they got to high school and I just felt like they were doing something, most of the time they would come and talk to me and tell me, hey, I'm doing XYZ. I did this. I made sure that they had condoms. I wanted to make sure that they protected themselves.
But hold on, Lisa, I got to come for your head top real quick. You asked her this question, and I know that the root of this question when you asked her that if she took her child to the doctor, and the doctor said that she needed to be placed on this birth control, would she give it? Right? And the lady said yes. To show that she wasn't in opposition of giving it. But the thing about it is, like, you was challenging how she stood. But she 100%. I'm just saying that question was like, let me show you, like, that question could be like, is she just all the way against it? Is she all the way against birth control? Or is she for it in some way because of her situation or whatever? Because in your position, when you was asked the same question, if that doctor tell you, because I asked you this before you asked her, but if the doctor tell you your child don't need it, you're not listening to the doctor. At that point, you gonna stop listening to the doctor. Now, if he tell you that your child need it, he tell you what you want to hear, you going for it. But if he say no, don't put this child on the birth control, you're gonna put him on there because that's your theory, that's your belief.
Okay, let me clarify something. If the doctor said that it would cause problems for my child, then by all means, I'm going to listen to the doctor because I don't want any problems for my child. Okay. But
what if he said she don't need it because it's not going to harm her? She's perfectly fine how she is. She don't need to take it. But it don't mean that it's going to hurt her. Okay. What are you telling her? It's not going to hurt her, but she don't need to take it. It's like
if he's saying that it's not going to hurt her, then I'm going to go ahead and go with the birth control.
Well, you go. That's the point I was making right there. Okay, if he tells you she don't need it, you're going to give it to her anyway. That's the point I was making.
If he says that it's not going to hurt her, then I definitely would give it to her. Like Leslie just said.
But what if he said she didn't need it? You missing that part. What if she said she don't need it?
Can you let me finish my thought?
No, you got to answer the question. What if he said she don't need it?
Her sister started her cycle at 9 years old. I know at 9 years old, that child is not sitting there counting 28 days for their cycle.
But the doctor said she don't need it.
Hold on.
The doctor said she don't need it.
It will
the
save
doctor
them
said she don't need it. The doctor said she don't need it.
In regards
the
to their
doctor
cycles,
said
because
she
they
don't
be
need
having their cycles and they in school and they be messing up their clothes and stuff like that, where the birth control would aid and help. I understand what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
No. But I'm trying to get that if the doctor say, listen, you keep avoiding though. You said everything.
We might as well change the subject because I don't care what you say. If they said that it's not going to harm my child, then I'm going to do what I feel is best for me and my child. But you got to do what's best for you and your child. And so I'm going to do what I feel is going to regulate my child's cycle. And I'm going to know when my child's cycle is so my child can be prepared.
Give it to your child.
I'm going to do what's best for me and my family.
I'm trying to get you to answer the question. I hear what you're saying. I got you on that. Now here's the question. If the doctor says she don't need it, is she going to give it to her? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
What I said is, it depends if he says that it will not
It's not gonna hurt the baby. It's not gonna hurt the baby at all. But he says she don't need it. He says she don't need it.
Means
You
I am
keep
going
getting
to
off
give
this
it to
point
her.
though.
Again, if he says it's not going to harm my child, then by all means, I am going to give it to my
It's like,
child.
look, you listen to one side. He said two things. He said it's not gonna harm her, and he said he don't need it. Don't just say it. Well, he said it don't harm her, but you forgetting this side. He said she don't need it. What about that part? You listen to one side of what he gave you. He said it's not gonna harm her, but she don't need it. You keep saying, well, if it's not gonna harm her, I'm gonna give it to her. Well, he said she don't need it too.
I am.
So what about that part?
Again, you have
I'm
not.
trying to get you to answer that question. But let's move on.
I just answered the question. I said if it's not going to harm her, and that's what he tells me, then yes, I am going to give it to her. Period.
Okay, and if he says she don't need it, is you gonna give it to her?
If he again,
that's the question. No, you keep talking about the harming part.
Again,
if he says she don't need
says that it's not going to harm her, I am giving it to her.
Okay, we can't get no answer, y'all. On
I
that
just
one.
said yes.
No, you talking about the harming.
If it's not going to harm her, I'm going to give it to her.
Question. If he says she don't need it, answer that. Say that. Say if she don't need it, I'm giving it to her. That's what I'm trying to get you to say right there. That's the part. You keep talking about the harming. I'm after that. We already heard that answer. But if your doctor tells you your daughter don't need certain medication, you gonna give it to her? Whatever. Off of your belief, I'm just asking the question.
I'm giving it to her. I'm giving it to her.
She said that like when her child turned a certain age, she automatically gonna give them birth control. And so my thing was, okay, nothing wrong with that, but at least look into it and see if the child needs it.
And I'm going to look into
That's all I was saying. Like, look into it, see if the child needs it, and if your child needs it, by all means, give it to her. Because I would do the same thing. But if the doctor tell me this what your daughter is going through is normal, it's fine, she don't need nothing, then I'm not gonna give it to her. Even if he tell me it's not harmful if you give it to her, you can give it to her. It's not gonna hurt her none. Right. But she don't need it. I'm not gonna give it to her then. Because it's both ways. It's both ways. It's both ways. Because look, if he said it's not going to harm her, it's not going to do nothing for her either way, then why give it to her anyway? And it's not.
But for me, it's a preventative measure because I would know when my child's cycle is coming. It's hard for these.
You don't know that if you're watching your child. Like I watch mine. I know my child's cycle.
I'm not going to. Kids don't want to talk about their cycle.
You know when hers coming?
No, kids don't want to talk about their cycles.
Hold on, Liz. Let me see what Lita's saying. Hold on one second. Go ahead, Lita. Finish that.
Kids don't want to talk about their cycles. And so with her being on the birth control pills, I would automatically know and be able to at least help her a little bit more in regards to her cycle. And be like, okay, well, baby, make sure you take pads today. Make sure you do X, Y, Z, so that way she's better prepared for her cycle.
Right. But that's motherly duties, though. You got this kind of like in the beginning stages when they first start going through that. You kind of have to ride the daughter a little bit because I've been watching how it goes on with my daughters when they was around that time in that beginning phase. So you do kind of have to monitor them in the beginning, but after a while, they kind of know they be on what you taught them. They know when they get the pads ready. They kind of know when the period cycle is coming. So they be on all that. Same way all the other women learn. You don't really have to just be like only like a watchdog. Just walk through them the first 3, 4, 5 months. And after that, it be hands off. They kind of got the routine of how they body works.
But not at that young of an age. Not at like 9 and 10. Like they not.
But some of them do though.
No. But what I'm saying is like some kids might not start at 9, so you're gonna give it to them at 9, thinking, oh, it might start. So I'm about to like, what if it doesn't?
No. I would only give it to my child when they cycle started. So that way.
Okay. I got you. See, I misunderstood that part.
Leslie, can you call back, Leslie? Tell Leslie to call back. That's
the only thing that I'm saying.
No,
hold on, wait. Let me finish talking to Nicole because at that age we're not thinking about 28 days for our cycle. You know what I'm saying? We're still young. We're playing around. We're not thinking about our cycles, and we're not counting 28 days. You've messed up several clothes and stuff like that because you're not prepared for your cycle. I'm just trying to prepare my child for their cycle, trying to know exactly when the cycle is coming. And then look at the benefits of, it helps with acne. It helps to stabilize the periods and different things like that. Now, I definitely would have a conversation with the doctor. You have to have a conversation. You have to have them tested.
But you got to
they have to have a pregnancy test in order to determine if they can even get on birth control pills.
Right. But you have to always consider everything the doctor say. You have to take into consideration.
I do take it in consideration.
You have to take in consideration everything the doctor tells you. You have to take it all in and look at it all from what he's giving you.
And
also
again, I
these
do
mo-
take
these
it all
mothers
in.
these mothers that then actually raise daughters, these mothers that then actually raise daughters, they don't, because I've seen it, and I know women watch closer than me because the mother is usually the one that kind of like hold that child hand as they going through that first cycle and all that
But
type of
that's
stuff.
not every parent. That's what
Yeah,
I'm trying.
I know.
Hold
I'm
on.
just
So
I'm just speaking, I'm
let me
just generally
tell
speaking.
you in regards to my experience. Now, my mother told us about our cycles. She told us how to clean ourselves up and stuff like that.
Right.
But after that, it was no more conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I was left to fend for myself.
But that's your situation. That's not every situation
But
because you wouldn't do that
that's
with
what
your
I'm
child though.
telling you. That
But you can
just
do that
helps
with your
me.
child. See, that's what I'm saying. So you would be different than how your mom was with you. So that shows you there's a difference right there. So because that's your situation, and I'm not saying you're doing this because your mother did how she did with you, that don't mean be like that or you need to be on certain things with your child because that don't apply.
Again,
It don't apply like that because every child is different as well.
and again, I hear you, and I respectfully disagree. I'm going to do what's best for me and mine.
By all means, you're supposed to. Okay, so what we talking about, y'all? We talking about giving a child contraceptive, and what age should we be talking to them about? What age should we begin talking to our children about sex? And so that's what the whole subject is. We kind of went.
And I feel like you should start talking to them about sex as soon as they having their cycles, they having wet dreams and stuff like that. You need to
Right,
start having these
right.
conversations right then. And like I
But see,
say,
that's the whole thing. Like that communication kills a lot of. I might need to be on this. That communication with your child and knowing your child kill a lot of problems that people could face with their children. You know, because like I said, with my daughter, see, that's what I'm saying.
hey AB, hey Queen Rose,
With my daughter, I ain't have to give her no contraceptive at 12 years old. I
and
didn't
my
have to give my
mom did.
daughter. That I ain't saying that's everybody's situation. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, I'm not making it law. This is not law. What I'm saying, I'm not saying that no. If I had 20 children, ain't none of my kids finna get on no birth control. I'm not saying that. If by any means, if I had 20 girls that were my children, if one of them needed it at 9, 10 years old, they getting it. But if they didn't need it, I'm not giving it to them because I don't have both of them. I had one that needed it and one that don't. So I don't have a law that says, in my theory, this is my theory, that says you're gonna take it anyway. That's why I feel it's wrong because I
Okay,
got a daughter that I didn't give it to, and she's good to go.
okay.
So that's what I'm
And
saying. So
again, like I
that could be
said,
other people's daughters,
I understand your perspective and I respect
right?
it. But I didn't
Right.
go through that. You know, my mom didn't put me on birth
That's what I've been
control.
saying. But you
And
went
that's
through.
what I
You
keep
can't make
telling
that
you.
law. That's
Like
what I'm saying.
I keep saying to you over and over again, I respect your position. I definitely respect your position. And I'm like, you know, I was that child. I waited until I was grown and out of my mama's home before I had sex. I did
Right.
not have sex until I got out of my mom's home. My mom
Okay.
didn't say I'm putting you on birth control. My mom was always the person, if you lay down to make a baby, you're gonna take care of that baby. But my thing is, it's just a preventative measure for my
Right.
child in regards to regulating her cycle and to know more or less when her cycle is coming, so that way I can better help her
Can
and
your
assist her.
child? Let me ask you. Can your child know that without birth control? That's all I'm
Yes,
asking. Can your child know
I
that without
hold
birth
on, wait.
control?
I do feel a child will definitely know that when they get older. But when they're like Sherry said, she started her cycle in 3rd grade. Like that's young.
But
That's
everybody
really
don't start. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, let's speak in general because some people start 9. We're gonna keep it around 12, 13 age limit. At 12, about 14. But because
I
we're gonna keep it
started
around about
mine
12.
before then. Like I think I had to have been probably 9 or 10 then too. So
But
I
that's what
didn't
I'm
fully.
saying.
That's what I'm telling you. Like I didn't grasp everything that my mom was telling me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I feel like I would put my child on birth control pills because that way I'll know when my child's cycle is coming and I can better aid my child
Okay,
with the
okay.
birth control pills.
So watch this. So answer me this and be honest. So had your mama walk with you through that the right way, would you be in the same mindset? Had your mama done everything right, would you be
Can
thinking how you thinking right now?
can I answer?
Go ahead. I'm gonna see.
I may not have, but because she didn't, I'm just being as cautious as possible
I
so
get
that way
that.
my wait. so my child doesn't experience the things that I experienced. Now, when I got to like high school, my sister had offered it to me. My older sister, she was like, you know, do you need contraceptives? Do you need birth control pills? It was something that she was going to do behind mama's back. Like, you know, do you want to go get on birth control pills? And I was like, I'm not doing anything, you know, so I absolutely didn't know. But she didn't explain like the benefits of what birth control pills could possibly do for my cycle at that point in time. And I was young, I was naive, I wasn't even thinking about birth control pills and what birth control pills can do for you and your cycles and stuff like that. But just like with my nephews, I'm giving them condoms. I give them condoms. I don't care. I'm giving them condoms. See, Miss Scorpio said she started her cycle.
But that's
Wait a
different
minute.
though. Like
Miss Scorpio said she started her cycle when she was 6. A child at that age is not going to know how to carry themselves
and I
with their
agree with that.
cycle.
I agree with that.
And
But that's
so
not every, but what I'm saying is this, look, you put everything in one bag. This is what I'm trying to show you. Because you keep saying the same thing and running back to it. Because that's what you want to be on. But I'm saying that I know for a fact if a mother took her child and walked her through it the right way, not the way you talking, but walked her child through it the right way, they wouldn't be in the mind frame you in. What you saying to us and everybody in here, you keep referring it back to your situation, and I understand that, and because that is a situation, so we do have to look at that. But if your situation wasn't like that, you wouldn't be speaking how you speaking.
I said I might.
This is what I'm saying. This common sense. This ain't even nothing hard to figure out. Had your mama walk with you every step of the way, you probably would be in a total different mind space than what you're saying right now. But like you said to us yourself, but because how your mama did it with you, you're gonna be on it the way you need to be on it in a certain way with your child. And I'm saying you not your mother.
Yes,
you can do
you
it to your child the right way, and it don't have to even be like that. That's what I'm trying to show you.
And I get that, but again,
it's like you say you get it, but it's like you still own that because of what happened.
I'm
going
to do it regardless. I want to be able to help my child the best way I can with my child pertaining to their cycle, and for them to know, like I said, no child is going to sit there and count 28 days each week and be oh, my cycle coming in at this time, I'm gonna be ready, I'm gonna be prepared, you know, to save them some embarrassing moments. Men don't have to go through embarrassing moments.
No, not like that. But at
you
the same
can be sitting in the middle class and your cycle starting and you getting up and you like, oh damn, it's a bloody mess.
Say for instance, you in a relationship, right? You're in a relationship with a dude and he got daughters, and you got daughters, and you telling him what you saying right now, and he didn't watch 2 or 3 of his daughters come up and ain't use none of that method that you talking about, and all of them turned out good.
Okay,
how do you make that law when you can see with your own eyes that it ain't needed for everybody, and it may not be needed for your daughter?
Again,
that's what I'm saying. Like you making it law, then it may not need to be.
Can I finish the comment? Again, if that's what works for my man and his kids, cool. I'm gonna do what I want to do for me and my child that I think that's gonna work for me and my child. So, period. I don't care what you gotta say.
You making something law that shouldn't be law. That's what I'm trying to show you.
It's not that I'm making it a law. What I'm saying is I'm trying to make sure that my child is better prepared for her cycle than I was. Point blank, period. So I don't care. We can keep going on and on in regards to this, but my opinion is my opinion, and I'm going to put my child on contraceptives, period.
Okay,
just like I would give my nephews condoms when they was sexually active. I definitely would put my child on contraceptives.
Okay, let me
and I would have the conversation with my child when their cycle started or when my son started having wet dreams and so on. But I will always leave the lines of communication open for my child to have the opportunity to be able to do whatever they need to do.
Okay. Let me explain to AB Empire my perspective. She wanted about so AB Empire, this is my perspective.
That's your son.
This is my perspective, right? This is my perspective because I raised daughters too. So this is my perspective on giving my daughter birth control. So first of all, let me say this. I'm down with giving my child birth control, but not just to be given a birth control or saying it got this benefit. It's gonna have to be a reason, like you said, going to the doctor, getting educated and briefed and seeing what's going on with my daughter's body and stuff like that, going through all these medical examinations and understanding that this is something that my child really needs. I'm for that. But if my child, for example, and I do have a daughter that's like this, she's not promiscuous. There ain't nothing wrong with her cycle. There ain't nothing going on with my daughter's cycle at all. And she's not promiscuous. She's not hiding the butt. She ain't chasing boys. She don't move like that. That's not, none of that is on her agenda. And she's 17 years of age. And I take her to the doctor and get her checked out. He tells me that she's fine. I'm not giving her a contraceptive because it can help with acne or nothing else. She's good to go. That's my stance right there. If my daughter is moving how she moves, and this is real life that I'm talking about, my daughter is moving how she moves. There's nothing irregular about her menstruation cycle. There ain't no need for her to have no birth control. I'm not giving it to her. But on the flip side of the coin, I got a daughter that might need to be on the birth control. For one, she might be a little hot in the butt. And I don't know about her menstruation because I ain't around her like that. But if her menstruation needs to be regulated with birth control and monitored and all that, I'm for it. So I don't have a law either way, because it's like what I'm saying is I look at that child and make the right assessment off that child. I don't have a law that says that if I got 10 girls, they all get birth control. And that's what it sounded like to me, Lita saying that if she had 10 girls, 5 girls, or however many ever, they all gonna get put on it because for whatever reason. But me, I'm looking at my daughters and saying, you know what, with this child, she don't need it. And with this child, she do need it. That's the assessment that I'm making, because I don't have a law that says if I got girl daughters at a certain age, they're gonna be put on birth control. That's
So,
my perspective.
AB,
That's my perspective. And to each his own on that.
AB, my stance is at the young age that these young ladies have their cycles. Like, you know, one young lady in here says she had her cycle at 6. These kids are not going to sit there and count 28 days for their cycles.
But they might though.
You also
You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say these kids not gonna do that. What kids you talking about? My kids did it. My kids did it though. You can't say that though. You can't say these kids ain't gonna count 28 days.
Can I finish a statement? Can I finish a statement?
No, you can't. No, I can't let that go.
Okay, at 6 years old, I can say at 6 years old, I wasn't sitting there talking about, oh damn, let me count 28 days.
Well, you talking about a 6-year-old? What about a 12-year-old who just started her menstruation?
It's a different day and age. The people don't be sitting there talking about, oh, it's 28 days before my cycle starts.
But what about the 12-year-old who counted 28 days?
At 6 years old, you sitting there worrying about that?
Though you putting them all in the same boat. The 6-year-old and 12-year-old ain't the same. So you can't say they're not counting 28 days. You can't say that. You can't say a kid. My kids did it. My daughter did it.
Okay. Well,
so that kills that. You can't say these kids these days.
Kudos to your daughters. Kudos to your daughters. I'm proud of them. But
so
me and mine gonna be on birth control. I'm gonna know when my child cycle come in the 28 days, because my child gonna be on birth control. That's what worked for you and your household, and for me and my household, my child gonna be on birth control. Period.
That's what I
don't care what anybody gotta say. Point blank. Period. I'm gonna know when my child have her cycle. I'm going to know. I'm putting her on birth control.
I think it all depends on knowing your child. There, she said it right there. It all depends on knowing your child.
Okay, I'm not putting my child on birth control pills because I feel like my child is hot in the ass. I'm putting my child on birth control pills so that way I can regulate their periods. And until will you let me finish? Will you let me finish? Will you let me finish? Again, I don't care if the child is hot in the ass or not. I want to make sure my child is prepared. And in order for me to make sure my child is prepared, I need to know when their cycle gonna start. Some kids don't feel comfortable about talking about their periods. Point blank, period. Do you think every child want to come and say, Dad, I had a wet dream? Let me tell you about my wet dream. Hell no, they don't want to do that.
No, they're not going to do that.
Okay. So that's what I'm telling you. Not every female feels comfortable with talking to their parents in regards to their period.
That's on the parent,
so I'm trying to prepare my child and know when my child's cycle is coming by putting them on birth control pill. And I don't give a damn who got anything to say about it. I'm going to do what I feel is best for me and my child. That's what's going to work for me and mine. What you do in your household is what you do in your household. But I'm going to do what I want to do.
I understand that.
Yes, it doesn't prepare a child for I understand that, but again, I'm saying in regards to
you're gonna still miss your daughter's cycle with the birth control. The birth control it might help you a little bit better. You're gonna still mess up with that birth control. So it's not gonna help you keep up with your daughter's cycle. That birth control will have it irregular to it'll come the week before it's supposed to come. And she'll be slipping, and you'll be slipping too. So the birth control ain't helping you keep up with your daughter's cycle. A certain way it is, but it's not gonna hit. You're gonna have to really be watching your daughter and birth control.
Again, I'm never gonna stop watching my daughter. I'm always gonna watch my daughter. But again, what worked for you and your household, cool. I'm happy for you. But I am going to regulate my child's cycle.
Y'all put the fire emoji in the chat, man. Y'all spam up those fire emojis. It's getting hot in here. I'm on Leader's head right now.
I'll give a damn if you are on my head top. I'm still gonna say my opinion, and I'm gonna say how I feel. I'm going to put my child on birth control. I just want to be able to have my child better prepared for their cycle than what I was. And again, that's just me. I don't give a damn how anybody feels because they not paying my bills. They don't live in my household, so I'm gonna do what the hell works for me and my family. I don't care what anybody gotta say.
I got you on that, but listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. Man, to Leader and to everybody in the chat room, giving your child birth control don't help you parent your child. And I ain't saying that's what she's saying, but she thinks she's gonna keep up with it and do all that by way of birth control, even though she might be trying to regulate the period and all that. You're gonna still be off with that. So that's not a good method.
Okay.
Hold on, let me finish this. This don't take one second. The best method is this. Checking on your child manually.
I'm always gonna check on my child.
I know you're gonna do that. I ain't saying you're not. You missed the point. I know you're gonna be on that. That's the best way. The best way besides a birth control pill, any other remedy in the world, is to be in your child's life manually. Because the birth control ain't gonna keep you on point. It's gonna fail you.
But baby, I want to say something. Birth control has so many side effects, right?
Not all of it. Not all of it, though.
No.
Birth control do got side effects, but not all birth control.
No, there a majority. Well, not all, but a majority.
Yeah, right.
Has side effects, right?
I get that.
So, me personally, like I probably wouldn't give my child no birth control.
Okay.
But that's me. You know what I mean? Like, I probably wouldn't. And the reason I wouldn't do it is just strictly because I know that some birth control can mess up their, like AB said, it can mess up their reproductive system. Like they're so young, why would you want to start them out that way? You know what I mean? Like.
And I get that, and I respect that, Nicole. I respect that wholeheartedly. But what I'm saying is, if I done sat there and I had a conversation with the pediatrician and the doctor pertaining to the side effects in my child.
Hello?
Yeah.
Cut out something. But anyway, y'all, let's continue on, man. But anyway, y'all, today's topic, we got, I know we're on the contraceptive thing, but we're really talking about what's the right age to talk to your child about sex. Can everybody still hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can still hear me. Baby, check my phone.
Put a 2 if you can still hear me.
We can hear you, Leader. I got you, Leader. I heard you. What happened?
Tell Leslie she can call in.
Tell Leslie to call in right now. Leslie, call in. Call in right now, Leslie. We want to hear what you got to say. My bad. Me and Leader going at it hard today, y'all.
We always go at it hard.
Hey, y'all, look, y'all hear us fussing, but it's all love, man. We be prepared to do this, y'all. So don't think me and Leader gonna kill each other or nothing like that.
No, we always have a mutual respect for each other.
We gonna eat each other up. And I ain't through with her, y'all. Stay tuned. I'm finna get on her head some more. Call on the line, get it off your mind. Talk to me, Leslie.
Gangsta.
Man, what's up with it, man? Look, I'm so sorry. I owe you an apology, man. I had you on the line the whole time, and then we had to get off and all that, man. Please forgive me. No hard feelings. Please don't have no hard feelings. But we was in the midst of the conversation. But go ahead and get it off your mind.
No, that's real. That's real.
Thank you.
No hard feelings taken.
Thank you.
You are all really passionate about what you were saying, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Like I say, I come in peace.
Oh yeah, we know that, Leslie. We know, like I know I appreciate you for saying it, but we already know where you are. We know where you stand. We know how your heart is. So you don't even have to tell us that. We know you're good people. Me and Leader talk about you behind the scenes, just so you'll know. We know you're good people. Yeah, you're good people. So go ahead and talk to us about it. Talk to us. Tell us what you think.
Okay, so before I start, let me just say I'm gonna recheck anything that I've said. Anything that I did say in the chat, because I don't want Miss Leader to.
Oh, Miss Leader not like that. She don't take nothing to offense like that. No, yeah, she's not that type of person. No, she good.
I'm not against. I'm not saying I'm against anything that she has said about her child. Only thing I'm saying,
okay,
and will continue to do, is advocate.
Okay.
For a child. I am a caregiver, and so that's what I do by heart, by beneficial, where I feel that I'm doing God's work. Now,
Okay.
enough of that good stuff. So as far as my opinion when it comes to birth control, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse.
Okay.
But just looking up something, those, and I don't know which birth control pills, okay?
Okay.
It triggers, it increases the sex hormone. Now you got another problem on your hands.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it triggers the sex hormones, and that is what reduces the acne. So yeah, you can control the acne with the birth control pills,
but the sex
now you got
drive gonna
another
increase.
problem on your hands. Increasing the sex hormones. So when your child start acting different, whatever different is to that particular child, now there's something else you're gonna have to figure out. Whoever would put their child
she said that's fake right there.
And I agree with that.
Person. And also, preparation can be handled outside of birth control. Now, what does that mean? I'm not saying, I'm only using what Miss Lita said
as an example. Right. We got it. Man, say what you got to say. You're good, Miss Lindsay.
Preparation can be handled outside of birth control. What does that mean? I had to learn when my cycle was going to come by different things that will come about.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me pump your brakes right there. Hold on. How old were you when you got your first cycle, if you can remember?
I was 16.
Okay, you were 16. And how old were you, if you can remember, when you actually learned when your cycle was coming?
I was 17.
So it took you about a year time. You kind of knew
about a year.
Okay, it took you about a year. So about a year time, you kind of knew when your cycle was gonna be around what time of the month it was gonna be coming.
That is a fact.
Okay, go ahead.
And the reason being, I had to pay attention. My mother didn't teach me about this. I had to pay attention to reduce the embarrassment of messing up my clothes and those type of things.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I had a daughter, I would teach her about those things to prepare her.
Okay.
You know, by conversation, by repeating myself to her. And as far as acne, I had acne. I didn't have it real bad, but my mother, she didn't put me on birth control. She took me to a dermatologist, and I don't have acne anymore.
See that?
And Leslie,
so
I
to these risk factors and benefits, we really have
you got to put them on the scale, right?
This is serious. And when it comes to cramps, and people put their children on birth control because of the cramps, they have anti-inflammatory medications. And that's another issue because those have side effects as well.
Right.
But I'll just say this and I'll be done.
Okay.
Many people in my 33 years of working as a care provider, I have found out something. That so many families have allowed the surgeon or the doctor at a hospital, and that also happened with my son.
Okay.
I'll prescribe your child with this, take them home, they'll be fine. Okay, we got a problem, gangster. I had enough sense. I'm not saying nobody doesn't.
Right,
but I had enough sense to tell my sons, okay, sons, this is what we're going to do. Any medications that a doctor prescribed my child or even me, I take it directly to the pharmacist and I ask them about the side effects and what should I do. You will not believe what I was told.
Ooh.
Concerning my son, they said, do not give him this medication. He had a gallbladder removed. Ma'am, don't give him this medication. It has suicidal thought side effects. Mm-hmm. And then it was a medication about concerning my mom. And they told me at the pharmacy, man, I can't believe what you're saying to me. A doctor actually prescribed this medication to you. If you put your mom on that medication, I promise you she'll be dead in 48 hours.
Ooh.
We cannot
take
things in our own hands. I'm not saying that anybody said they would or whatever, but we just have to be extra careful when it comes to that. Go directly to a pharmacist after you talk to the pediatrician. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much.
I'm advocating for the child just like any mother would, and so that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so let me say this.
Okay.
I have always been that person who is extremely sensitive to medication. So I definitely understand what Leslie is saying. Like, I'm so sensitive to medication. Whenever they prescribe me something, I have to actually go get it tested on my skin to see if I will have any type of reaction. But again, with me, I am definitely going to sit and talk to my child. And it just, it really depends on what age my child's cycle comes. If my child's cycle came at 16, by all means, I think my child would be able to handle, the cycle and count 28 days. They're older. But I'm talking about like these kids that are in elementary and stuff like that. They don't know what's going on, and to
But
save
that's
them
why you
from.
have to teach them. You have to teach them, leader. Like it ain't gonna,
And
the
I
birth
agree
control
with,
not
but
gonna do
see,
your
this is
job.
what
You
you're
have to be
missing.
on it.
This is what you're missing. I agree with you teaching them. By all means, most definitely. I would even give my child a care package, a little
Right.
bag with a pair of underwear. You got your
Right.
pads in there. You got stain wash, all the different things in there so that
You
way
have a
they're
mistake, call
prepared.
me from school. I'll come get you. If you make a mistake, if you have a leakage on yourself at
and
school, call me.
I
I'll
get that,
everything. Do all
but
it. Yeah.
but with some of these kids, they get to the point where they get so embarrassed, and these people make fun of them and they talk about them
Yeah.
because they're enduring something that comes natural. And unfortunately, we don't know when our cycles is gonna come. Even on
But
birth
see, look.
control, hold on. Even on birth control pills, we know what day it's gonna come on, but we don't know when it's actually gonna start.
Okay, so let me say this about that situation. And you're right about everything you just said. But this still goes against the birth control thing because all it's doing, from what I'm getting, from what you're saying, it's allowing you to be on top of the birth control as when it's gonna come. But that child, 6 years old, we're gonna stay with the 6 year old now, not the 12, not the 16. That 6 year old child still going to school. That 6 year old child might still have a leakage. Birth control ain't gonna fix none of this. That
That's
birth that,
true.
that child still might get talked about and picked on. Not, God forbid it happen. But so the birth control ain't doing nothing for none of that.
But see,
So the
what I'm
purpose for
saying,
birth
okay,
control, so your purpose to monitor the child's period coming, birth control can't even really do that for you.
okay,
So
but
they're
look,
gonna skip
wait,
on. They're
wait.
gonna skip
So
around on that too.
so let me say this. You brought up a valid point. Okay,
Okay.
cool. That it can't control their leakage and stuff like that. However, if I know that my child's cycle is going to be going on at that particular time, I can have an extra set of clothes in there for my child just in case they had some type of leakage or they didn't
Okay.
know, that their flow was going to be that heavy. I
Right.
can better prepare my child for that situation.
And
That's
I
all
get
I'm
you.
saying.
Okay. Okay.
But
Now look.
now
Okay.
again, it just really for me would depend upon when my child started her cycle.
Right. I
Again,
get you.
it's hard with a 6-year-old explaining to them 28 days out the month. All they want to do is play. Like they're not grasping what's going on. And so I would talk to my child over and over again in regards to preparing themselves and continue on with that every single month. Like, hey, did you have your cycle? Stuff like that. I would make them feel as comfortable as I possibly could. But at the same point in time, as a precaution, I'm not saying that 100%. I'm definitely gonna go out here and just, this is it.
Right.
I'm gonna do what I feel is best for my child.
Right.
And
And I
so
get that. And I get that.
every medication has side effects. Every medication, not just
Right.
birth control, every medication. But I would
That's
have
true.
to have a conversation. I would do my research. I'm not just gonna go out here and be like, oh, well, fuck it, I'm gonna put my child on this medication because I feel this is what I want to put them on. No, I'm going to do my research. I'm going to look into what actually works for kids, what prepare, I'm going to do all of
But
that.
see, I think the thing, but we're different at when it comes to the birth control thing because I hear what you're saying and it's making sense. But at the same time, because when I say this, you're gonna agree with this too, and that's why I don't agree with the birth control. Because any mom out there got a daughter, and she really on that with her daughter, then she's not gonna need birth control to help her keep up with her daughter's cycle. That's something that mother gonna be on without the birth control. So she's gonna be
Not
aware.
every
Of what,
mother.
not, but you would be. You're good. So we're
Yeah.
talking about you right now. So you would be. So you don't need birth control to tell you when your daughter's cycle coming. See, that's what I'm
No.
trying to show you.
I,
Birth
I
control,
definitely,
birth
I
control.
definitely, I
So,
definitely wouldn't feel like I,
so
I
birth
would need
control
that
can't be
because
no
I'm
parent.
going
That's what I'm
to.
saying. Birth control is not can't be a parent to a child. It can't be that. That's what I
I'm
said
not
a
trying
long
to
time
make it.
ago. I
I'm by
know,
no means am I trying to make it
but
apparent to
listen,
the child.
I know, but listen to where
No
I'm coming
means.
from. But listen to what I'm saying and see if you can grasp this. Watch how
Mhm.
this sounds. I'm gonna use birth control to tell me, or use it as an identification factor of something I can have to regulate to let me know when my daughter's birth control, when my daughter's cycle gonna come. Just listen to how that sounds, even though I know what you mean. But listen to that though. I'm gonna use birth control to help me know when my daughter's cycle coming. That's why I said, that's why off of that statement, that's why I said birth control can't be no parent. It can't. It's up to the mothers that got daughters to be on that, and you won't have to have birth control for that reason. If that's a person's reason for having birth control, they don't need to be they don't need birth control. They need to step up to parenting. Not saying you leader, but just speaking on that in general. That if a woman is using birth control to regulate and keep up with her daughter's cycle, then she's not on it. Who's gonna be on it? The
Again,
woman on the birth control.
whether my child is on birth control or not, I'm still going to keep up with my child and my child.
I get that.
Hold on, because there's comments in the chat that's saying that, you know.
Okay.
And so again, that's just how I feel about it. Again, yes, Traisha, you can call in, not a problem. You can call in anytime. Y'all don't need permission to call in. You can call in whenever y'all want.
Y'all call in anytime.
This is what I feel will help me and assist me in regards to my child. So again, I don't disagree with anything that you're saying. I'm just telling you, as far as for me and to better aid and assist me, because I'm a lot older than my child. And so shit, I ain't always gonna be swift with it. So in order for me to be swift with it, I'm putting her ass on birth control.
Call on the line, get off your mind, talk to us.
Hey, Uncle, this Traisha again.
Hey, how you doing, niece? Talk to us, Traisha.
I wanna say what Miss Lita said. I wish that my mom would have had the doctor do more research on how to balance my hormones, my hormone level, because now since I'm older, I don't get mine, and I want to get mine, and I don't feel woman enough. And I don't know if you saw my comment when I kept telling you I don't feel woman enough when I don't get mine. Like I feel off. And my sister, she get hers.
Can I ask you a question? I think you already answered, but can I ask you a question? What I mean, what's the reason for you not having your cycle?
I think this, but I'm not for sure because the doctor had private talks with my mom. I think it's because of what happened to me when I was younger, when my mom cousin sexually assaulted me.
Oh, something that happened to you as a child. Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Okay, so go ahead.
I think that's a factor, but then too, my mom putting me on birth control when I was 13 because mine was very late. That's why I told you my mom thought I was active with boys, but I kept telling her, no, Mom, because she was strict.
And that's why I was saying to you, Traisha, that situation of you being molested could be the issue, like you said, and that birth control or those depression pills. There's no telling what's the reason for that, but it very well could be that birth control.
Mm-hmm.
Because all these women have talked about the side effects of birth control and things of that nature, and I'm not trying to single that out, but because we're on the topic, that's what I'm saying. You have to look into that because that could necessarily be the reason for your situation. God bless you. I mean, we pray for you and we hate that you're going through that, but that could have been something that hurt you in the long run. Being 13 years old, taking that birth control, and then let me ask you this too, Traisha. How old are you?
I'm 42.
You're 42 years old, so you was probably born in what 1979? 1979. Do you know?
I was born in 1980.
1980. Okay, 79, 80. Okay, so do you know how harmful birth control was in 1980? I mean, they've improved it a little bit here and there, but you know how bad a lot of medicine was in the 70s and 80s? Like Bell aspirin, a lot of the birth control, like it was really terrible. And they gave it to those kids, and a lot of stuff happened to a lot of people. You heard Miss Veronica call in and talk about her situation with the birth control. That could have been something that's causing you not to have your cycle. And even though you said you want to have it and you don't feel womanly, but you don't have to have a cycle to feel womanly. You love yourself and who you are, because guess what? Just because you ain't having your cycle we all got flaws within us in some form of fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us and on this live and in this chat got a lot of medical situations that we're dealing with. I got high blood pressure and I got asthma real bad. So we all dealing with something. So you can still feel alive, you can still feel womanly just because you don't have that. You're great, you're adorable, you're a very special person. So don't you let that stop you from keeping your head up. You know what I'm saying? Like because we all got something like that. You
Yeah,
understand? You
thank
understand what
you.
I'm saying?
Miss Lita, you're right. I'm glad that you're gonna monitor your daughter thing. Please do, because I wish my mom would have got educated to monitor mine so that she can help me bring mine down without the pills, probably some herbs. Because my grandmother, she was raised and born in New Orleans, and I know in New Orleans they have herbs and stuff that will help
Yeah, there are
bring
natural
that
things that you could do.
down.
Like what Lisa talking about the birth control, there are natural things she
Yeah.
could do
There
for her daughter.
is.
Like
And
so, yeah. So I
I'm
don't,
not
yeah.
against those either. I'm willing to
Right,
try
right.
those. Like they
Okay.
have the net they have the where you do the vaginal steam, and that
Right,
can actually reduce
right,
how frequently you get your cycles, and it can reduce the time frame. I mean, so it's various things. Like I say, I'm not just solely set on birth control. I'm looking at exploring all options, all
thank you for calling
avenues.
in, Traisha. God bless you.
Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you. Have
You're
a God
welcome.
bless day.
Okay,
Bye.
man. So anyway, y'all,
I'm
go
looking at
ahead.
all options because, like I say, sitting on this, it's called the vagina steam, the vajayjay steam, and so that can shorten your cycles and it can reduce cramps and stuff like that. But
Right,
you know, like I said, just I don't know, maybe it is because when we were younger, our parents didn't have those specific talks with us. I definitely want to have those talks with my child.
right,
I want to prepare my child. And again, this is just something that I feel like would even help us further along in the preparation process. Is that? But
right,
I'm not against other measures in regards to helping my child with her cycle and stuff like that.
right, 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 right. And my
Even
thing, and the
still,
only thing I was saying to you, Lita, is that it ain't necessary. It don't necessarily take the birth control. That's been my
it
whole
doesn't
message.
necessarily
Because
take
we
the
talked
birth
about this
control
behind the
pill.
scenes anyway. Me and you talk. So we
Yeah,
talked about this behind the scenes because at the end of the day, look, your child is our family too.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That's our family too. So the way you treat her, like we're gonna look at that, like, hey, that's family right there. You know what I'm saying? Not
yeah.
saying that we can tell you what to do and nothing like that. Same way you talk to 40 and all the kids. We all family, so we're gonna be concerned. So and that's natural. You know what I'm saying? But we know at the end of the day, we can't tell you what to do and nothing like that. But hey, it ain't got to be the birth control.
And
That's
it
all I've been
definitely
ever saying.
again,
And if it takes it, but if she really need it though, if it's a situation and she really need it, then you best give it to her.
again, like I say,
But if she don't, think about something else you could do that can help that baby. That's all I've been saying the whole time. But anyway, y'all check this out. Now, a lot of y'all been hearing me and Miss Lita go back and forth. That's what this is. That's why it's called the SpitBox. We supposed to battle it out up here, y'all. We supposed to be at each other's throats. Now, let's get back on to what we own so we can get on to what we own. Now, we're talking about what's the right age, y'all. We need to know this, man, because we ain't talked about it much. What's the right age that you need to talk to your child about having sex? This is what we're here for this too. Now we done talked about the contraceptive and giving the child contraceptive and all that, but what's the right age to talk to your children about the birds and the bees and all that right there? What's the right age? Can somebody tell us what's the right age uh that you need to be talking to your children about sex?
I think, I would start a little bit before their cycle. And every child's cycle comes on at different ages, but just like Sherry was saying, she was fully developed when she was like in the third grade. I had a chest in the fourth grade and in the third grade, so I got that attention and stuff like that. So I definitely would look at, I say probably about 10.
That's what I'm saying. See, I got mixed emotions about it. I got mixed emotions about the age because when I think about it, and I'm pretty sure y'all don't put it on this level because sex is different than being an adult to go in the store and buy cigarettes. And
Hold on, wait, gangster. AB,
okay,
are
go
you
ahead.
saying at 15 you would tell your child about sex? I think that would be too late. Hold on. Okay, she said, what did she say? I had my period later on, so a day 15, I could be wrong. So you were 15 when you had your cycle. See, I started my cycle early. I started my cycle
How old
like
you
at
was?
10.
14.
Oh, 14? Okay, so y'all, so 15. So some of y'all say y'all start talking to y'all children at age 15 about sex. How y'all feel about this, man? Because black people, not all black people, so don't nobody screen record this and run with it. But a lot of black people, don't even have these type of conversations with their children. And that just a lot of families are dysfunctional, broken homes and stuff like that, and they just don't have these talks. A lot of times when it come down to things pertaining to sex, we kind of learn on our own.
Yeah.
We kind of step out there, we holler at a female, or a female gets hollered at, and she started feeling like, oh, he liked me, he tried to talk to me, and we start going from there. And then, and if a girl, back in our days, if a girl was a virgin and we young, and this is gonna be her first time, it's gonna be my first time, you was kind of nervous to do it and all that type of stuff, and ain't nobody game you up. You really don't know what to do. So that's another reason why you kind of nervous to do it, because ain't nobody really educated you on what's supposed to be happening. And matter of fact, that's probably why we was in the mix of trying to do it, because nobody told us not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense at all. A
Now,
lot of us done it because we wasn't told not to.
Now, Tracy, yes, they do have sex ed classes, but I mean, it's a limited amount of knowledge that you get from that. And the attention span, I think they probably did this class when I was like in fifth grade in regards to the cycle. Like the guys went to one room and the girls went to another about their cycles and about sex, and then the guys went to another room. But I don't think anybody really grasped or remembered too much from that sexual education class. But like you said, with Black parents, unfortunately, a lot of them shy away from talking to their kids about sex. And you need to have these conversations early on, because unfortunately, some of these kids are getting molested. And
Yep.
you need to start having conversations like, you don't touch this zone, you don't touch this area. If they touch this area, you let mommy know, and stuff like
All
that.
that.
So you
Right.
have to start having conversations early. And so I definitely feel like, man.
So let me say this, leader. So check this out. So like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I had a weird thought, and what came to my mind was like, say for instance, pretend, leader, you got twins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your twins, they identical twins, but they're a boy and a girl,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they both 13. You gonna talk to them both at the same time,
Okay,
or
so
at different times?
this is how I would approach it. I would let dad talk to the son,
Okay.
and I talk to my
Talk to the
daughter,
girl. Okay, that's smart. I like that.
because dad can give him a better perspective versus me.
Okay. Let's see. Okay,
I
let me
see
call.
Sexy V said, I didn't wait until I was a teenager. How young were you, Sexy V?
Call on the line.
If
Get it
you
off the
don't mind
line.
me
Talk
asking.
to me.
Oh, yes, this Camilla.
Hey, Carmela.
Well, I agree with Lita. I mean, I agree with Lita at some point. This Camilla gangster.
Yeah, I know. You got to turn your background noise off for me.
Okay. Well, I ain't got nothing on.
Okay, I was hearing the replay. Okay, go ahead. You good. Talk to me.
Okay, yeah. Well, I agree with Lita at some extent, but
Okay.
I started having sex when I was in my 20s. So
when you was in your
I
20s?
started having in my 20s.
Okay.
That's when I started having sex. When I first had my I was 28 when I first got pregnant, but unfortunately I lost her. So
okay.
Yeah, I started having sex when I was in my 20s. So I got pregnant at 28. So yeah, but
Okay.
I agree with Lil to a certain point,
Okay.
but I got pregnant at, like I said, 28. So I wasn't studying about no sex when I was growing up.
Yeah, but we're a different age and time now, though. It's a whole different
yeah.
It's a whole different ball game now. Yeah, yeah. It's a whole different ball game.
I got some nieces in my family. Woo, man, they fully developed.
The boys too. I ain't talking about fully developed, but they ready to do the grown man thing. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, but appreciate. Thank you for calling in, Carmela. God bless you.
So let me answer AB's question and Leslie's question in one walk. Okay, if the dad wasn't around, I would talk to my child, but I would also find like someone I would call gangster. I need you to talk to my son about sex because I know he gonna give it to him raw and he gonna tell him the truth. And it may be some conversations in there that he gonna be like, and you better not tell your mama because I'm gonna whoop your ass.
And see, and that's the thing, lady, right there. See, that's another thing too. Us black men haven't been educated.
Mm-hmm.
And all I can do is talk to my son about my experiences and give him what I think is right and wrong. And I don't even know if that's actually right and wrong, if that makes sense.
True.
I can go to my son and just talk to him and be like, hey, I don't want you to get nobody pregnant at a young age because that's the mistake I made. I don't even know if I need to be telling my son, like, because when you say something to somebody, they usually go against what you say. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So I might be scared to tell my son, don't go out there and get you no coochie. You need to wait before you do that. Because as soon as I tell him that, it's going to be curious on his, like, see, that's what I'm saying. So I need to be educated, first of all, on what to say to my son.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really don't know. Like that's a whole nother, like, I just don't know. So,
AB, in regards to your question about my son, would I give my son condoms? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Especially if I felt like my son was sexually active, I would explain to my son what a condom is. Baby, I will have a banana out showing him how to put the condom on. And if it got holes in it, then baby, you don't use that. You get, yes, we having those talks. Because
so what if you talk to your son about sex? Right, your son, 16, 17 years old, you talking to your son about sex, and your son tell you that he've already had sex, and you didn't even know it.
Okay, then that would definitely be a situation where I would be like, look, okay, so we're going to go get you tested because you don't know if this girl had XYZ, so we're going to get you tested. I'm going to get you on, get you some condoms. Every time you feel that you finna go out there and slip up, there's this bowl. Make sure you grab some condoms out this bowl. And I will refill this damn bowl as need be. Now, I'm not saying that I'm supporting him having sex, but at the same point in time, I want him to protect himself if he's going out there and having sex.
Because you know, like I know, Lita, once they start, we can't stop them.
Exactly.
You can't catch them. You can't be with that 24/7.
And so, like, I worked with a group called Healthy Start, and it was like a volunteer basis. And so they gave me a site where it gave you free condoms. So I would get condoms mailed to the house, and I would give them to my nephews by the bag full. Like, here, you use these because you never know what will transpire out there. You don't know if this young lady got diseases or what she got. And then you don't want to be a father at a young age because taking care of a baby and you are a baby, you're not gonna have a childhood. So you need to be prepared for all these things. We definitely having talks. I'm sorry. And I'm just like my mom was in regards to if you lay down to make a baby, you gonna take care of that baby. Now I don't mind helping you, but that's your child and you're gonna take care of your child.
You know what? I put in the title, Lita. In the title I put special guest appearance.
Oh,
and the reason why I did that is because I want to call my son in here.
Oh, okay. You call him 40?
I want to call 40 in here because 40 told me he got a girlfriend. And I've actually talked to this girl's mother only one time on the phone. And it was just a hi and bye thing. She said, hi, nice to meet you. And that's how we did. We just exchange hello, see who each other is. But the little girl never been to my house. I never went over there in physical person to meet her mother, her father. None of that has happened. Because my son don't live here with me. He live with his mother. So whenever he goes to his girlfriend's house, he's leaving from his mom's house, going to his girlfriend's house. So I don't know if they've been alone at the girlfriend's house. I don't know if they actually, I don't know nothing about nothing. So,
See, and that's where I
so y'all
differ.
finna find out. So y'all finna find out right now with us. We all finna ask questions. So I'm gonna need y'all in the chat to ask my son some questions when we get him in here, and we're gonna put him on trial and see what we can find out what's going on. And then
Mm-hmm.
y'all gonna help me give my son some advice because, like I just told y'all, I don't know all the answers, guys. I don't know all the answers to everything. And look, I'm 51, 52 years old, and I'm still learning. Okay, I'm just gonna
We
keep
all
it
are.
with y'all. I'm still learning. I ain't got it all figured out. And as a parent, I don't care who you are out there, how many kids you raise, you're still trying to figure out how to be a better parent. Ain't nobody got it all figured out. And so right now, I'm gonna get my son in here, and then yeah, right, we're gonna put him on trial. She said prayer. So we're gonna find out, y'all, because I want to know what's going on. And I think that this would be a good chance for us to like because we talk to these little kids, it kind of help the parents who kids are not like for example, y'all, like look, Lila got a child, right? Her child gonna be this age one day. So this gonna help her understand, like, oh, when they get that old, that's how they thinking. That's what they
Mm-hmm.
did. You know what I'm saying? So we all need a little, you know what I'm saying? Cause you get gamed up, if that makes sense. So y'all, give me 1 second. I'm gonna call my son in here. My son is 14. He'll be 15 in May. He's 15 going on 50.
Ain't
He
they all?
15 Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
My mom was definitely strict as well, Traisha, and I was in college when I had sex. I was 19 years of age before I had lost my virginity. But I was in my own apartment and everything else. Baby, my mom was crazy. I feared that woman. So, I had a great upbringing. My mom was extremely strict. But my sister, she had a child when she was in her senior year in high school, and again, I just felt like it could have been handled in a different mannerism because I know my mom didn't sit there and talk to me about sex, but I definitely want to explore all avenues with my child. Want to talk to my child about sex, their cycle, everything that's going on with them. I'm going to be probing. I'm going to be asking questions. I'm going to get to the root of everything that there possibly is pertaining to my child.
Okay,
I
y'all,
will
I'm back.
probably get
Okay,
on my
y'all, I'm back.
child's nerve.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. I got my son here with me. Say hello, 40. What's up, y'all? Y'all, my
Hey,
son,
40.
we call him 40. His nickname is 40. And so the reason why we call my son 40 is because, as y'all know, long time ago, I was a gang member. I was in the Rolling 40 Crips, and a lot of people called me 40. So when my son was first born as a baby, I just started calling him Little 40. Like, hey, what's up, Little 40? And that name stuck, so everybody just heard me calling him that. So they call him that. But let me get this clear. My son is not a gang banger. He's never been in part of a gang. We don't play that. We don't allow that. He already know that. So he ain't none of that going on over here. My son is trying his best to become a professional athlete in football. We're trying to go to the NFL. So that's what we on right now. Good grades, good attitude, good personality, very respectful, humble, outgoing. My son, he good. And
Yeah.
he can talk to his daddy about anything and everything. You agree, son? Yeah. Okay, so we want to ask you a question. So look, so you got a girlfriend, right? All right. How old is your girlfriend? 15. 15? Yeah. How long have you been dating this girl? For like a year and 4 months. A year and 4 months? Yeah. Where was I at when you first met her? What do you mean? What was I? What was I? Because I didn't never know when you met her. How long had you been dating her before you ever told me that you had a girlfriend? Well, I think I learned late or something. Yeah, it was probably like 8 months in. 8 months in? Yeah. So you had been dating her 8 months, and I had no idea. Yeah. And then after you finally told me about it, you remember that time when I said hi to her mom on the phone? Yeah, yeah. That was about almost about 7 months ago, yeah, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. So when you go to your girlfriend's house, you leave your mom's house and you go to your girlfriend's house, right? All right. So your mom gives you permission? All right. How long do you stay over there? Like what time do you normally go over there? I probably go over there around like 1 or 2 and then leave. Like in the evening, 1, 2 in the evening? Yeah. So it'd be on the weekend. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Wait, gangster. 40, you 14 or 15?
15 this year.
Okay, 15 this year. Because they keep asking how old.
Oh, my bad. Okay, but, and so you go over there like 1 in the evening, and then what time you come home? I probably leave around like 10 or 11. 10 or 11 at night? Yeah. And so who gives you a ride over there? Your mom? Yeah. And then who bring you back home? Her mom. Her mom do? Yeah. Yeah. So her mom, and how old is she? Her mom? No, your girlfriend. Oh, 15. The girlfriend is 15. Yeah. And so the mom is cool with the girl, 15 years old, having the boyfriend come over.
Yeah.
And the mom know y'all dating.
Yeah.
Okay, be quiet. So y'all heard this. So now look, y'all, we got a 15-year-old girl. We got to look at the other side. So here's a 15-year-old girl whose mother is letting the boyfriend come to the house at 1 o'clock in the evening and pretty much stay there to 10, 11 o'clock at night on the weekend. But now,
does she leave y'all alone?
Yeah.
She leave y'all alone? She do.
Yeah.
You allowed to be in her bedroom?
Yeah.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Wait. So
with the door open or closed?
Like cracked.
Oh, y'all leave the door cracked?
Yeah.
Is somebody always coming in and checking on y'all or no?
Yeah. All the time.
But okay, you gotta be honest with me. Have y'all actually snuck and did the woo?
Yeah.
Y'all have?
Yeah.
So
did you protect yourself?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So you got a condom?
Yeah.
Could you show me a condom right now?
No.
Why?
Because I ain't bring them over here.
Oh, they're at your house?
Yeah.
Because he don't go, y'all look, he don't go see girls from my house. He don't even get company at my house. But not saying I wouldn't allow my son to have company, but y'all know I'm late, baby. I'm trying to figure this all out now. I know I'm late, but guess what though? I'm gonna be on it now, y'all look. Yes, times have changed. But we really thank you for being honest with us for us. So
right.
Look, I know this is a little bit more than what I need to know. Every time that y'all did that, was you protecting yourself or no? Or did you sometimes you went raw?
No, I was protecting myself.
Always.
All the time.
Every time. You never.
Every time.
Have there ever been any slip ups?
No.
So you've been good.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you come talk to me about that? Do you feel like you could talk to me about that or no?
Yeah.
No, be honest with me. Do you feel like you could talk to me about that?
Yeah.
If there was one thing in the world that you couldn't talk to me about, what would it be? If there's something that you feel like I can't talk to my dad about that.
Nothing.
You feel like you can talk to me about anything?
Yeah.
Do you feel like certain things about your life you need to keep secret from me?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Or nothing?
Nothing.
What if it was something that you did wrong? Do you think you could tell me?
Yeah.
And would you be afraid to tell me?
Well, I mean, I'd be like nervous.
You'd be like nervous, but would you still tell me anyway?
Yeah.
And why would you be nervous to tell me?
Because I know how you would react.
And how would I react?
Like it depends on like the situation. Like
okay,
it's either if I did something bad, you're like not necessarily be mad. You'll check me about it and let me know that I'm wrong.
Right.
But like
because you know how I expect you to move and what you be on.
So as soon as I do something bad, I know. Like,
okay. Now the people in the chat was asking me, well, your Aunt Lita right there, which is my assistant. Right. She was saying that if she had a son, she'd be like she would come to Gangsta Mode and have me to talk to her son about the sex thing, right? Right. And I was saying that, hey, I ain't even been educated in that area. I mean, I know about sex, but man, you ain't never sat down and had no conversation about it. You know, you kind of did what I did. I saw me a girl, I hollered at her, and that's just what it was. Right. I ain't had no daddy. You know what I'm saying? Right. So now it's on me to try to talk to you. So now, what is something like? What comes to your mind, like on some man to man type of? If there anything about your relationship that you feel like you need to know, or that you feel like I should be gaming you up about, or you feel like you just learning as you go?
I feel like I'm learning as I go.
You learn as you go. So that means to tell me that I'm slipping because I should be guiding you in that area.
You are definitely slipping.
So you've been knowing about this before me?
Yes.
See, you be keeping secret with the kids. You keep secret with the kids all the time.
I didn't keep
y'all comment down below and let me know if y'all think my wife keeps secret with the kids, man.
I didn't keep no secret.
Lita, come on, Lita.
No, listen.
No, I gotta agree with Gangsta on this one.
Thank you. Thank you. Fine.
Listen, I got y'all.
No. She agreeing with what's real. Thank you, Lita.
Listen, I told you your memory is bad. Remember, I told you the boy's been having sex because he's talking about he's sick, about to throw up. He's getting sick off the. No. Wait, stop. And then I text him, right? I was joking with him. Talking about 40, that girl better not be pregnant. He's talking about she might be. I said, you look nasty.
Wait. How she might be?
No, that was a long time ago, baby.
Was y'all joking when y'all said that? Was that a real conversation?
No, we was joking, but it was like a real conversation. So then we kind of like
joking, but real.
Yeah.
So you told her that but you just told everybody in the chat that you always had a condom on, but then told Nicole that she might be pregnant. Man, I'm not. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all got to make something out of this, man.
Okay, I gotta go back.
Look, man. Look, man. Y'all watch y'all little children, y'all little girls, because man. Hold on, all these mothers in the chat. Is your daughter allowed to have a boyfriend?
I did tell you though.
You probably did. I don't remember, baby. I get told so much stuff. So y'all tell me, should I be mad at my son for going over? Should I stop my son from going over to this girl house, y'all? Or should
I mean, if you stop him, he gonna sneak and go do it anyhow.
I don't think so. I think he'll be really mad and crying every day. But if I tell him he can't do something, I think he won't do it. He's gonna be hurt. His mom gonna be
40.
calling, cussing me out. So I don't think. But I wouldn't stop him though, cause my son do good in school. I mean, he do good at home. He do good over here. I don't have no problem with him. Like he real respectful. If he do something to make me mad, he straighten it up that quick. I don't have no issues with my son.
So
She
like
said they can have girlfriends.
with my nephew,
Okay,
I
but
had
Leslie, but think about that, Leslie. If they have girlfriends, they can make babies. You got to consider that fact. They can make babies, and I don't want my son with no children in his teen years, probably not even in his 20s. He need to be working on a career. He need to be working on an education. He need to be trying to get something going before trying to raise kids. All that stuff can wait. I mean, it's cool to date and have a girlfriend and all that, but no, we need to wait for the children. My daughter can have one when she out my house. I with you, Sherry.
I agree with you, Sherry.
When she
I
out my
totally
house,
agree.
for me,
Now,
yes.
I
But what
had
if you have a son though?
I had my nephew, and so I think it was awkward for him to have that sex conversation with me because I had took him to like a health fair and they had condoms. Now, I just so happened my mama used to be the kind of person that she was gonna come through your room and it didn't matter who was there. If she wanted to go in that room, she was gonna go in the room. If she wanted to search drawers, she was gonna search drawers. And so this one particular day he didn't do something that I told him to do, and stuff was hanging out. So I pulled all the clothes down, made him fold them back up and put them up. But just so happened a condom fell out. And I'm like, so son, you having sex? Let me know what's going on. And he was like, he said, no, I'm not having sex, but I'm just having it just in case. So now my next thing was my brother used to let him go to this little girl's house. And I wasn't the one to let him go because he didn't want to give any information. You don't give me no information, you ain't going. I'm need to know the parent. I'm need to talk to the parent. I'm gonna need to make sure y'all ain't left in the room by yourselves because I ain't trying to be a great aunt at a young age. Okay, we finna nip this in the bud. But again, he was very shy to have that conversation with me.
So guys, leader, do y'all want to see for it? Everybody in the chat, do y'all want to see how my son look?
Show them 40.
Do y'all want to see what my son look like? The son that's out here doing too much, y'all. If y'all are y'all mad at my son, how old are you again? 40? You're 15. No, he's 14. You'll be 15 in May. You know what I'm getting you for your birthday, right? Just a box of colors, and that's it. No, I'm actually gonna give you $150 and leave it at that. But anyway, y'all want to see my son?
That's enough. No, I'm not even say that joke.
Yeah. He said that's enough to buy me a whole box. He said that's enough money to buy him a box of condoms for a whole year.
I know that's right, Leslie. They can go in the den, and I'm gonna be monitoring that too. I got cameras everywhere. Don't play with me.
I'm gonna turn the camera on y'all and show y'all my son.
Hey, 40.
Go over that way. What's up, 40?
What's up, y'all?
Wait. You don't even have on the mask today.
No, I'm not gonna have it on right now.
Okay.
No, I don't have it on. What's up with y'all? So yeah, that's my son right there, y'all. So,
his twin.
Yep. Y'all want to see how tall he is, or you ain't got no clothes on, dude? You got on shorts?
I got on shorts.
Stand up, son. Stand back there so they can see you. So y'all gonna have to help me parent this little boy right here, man. I need y'all help.
I'm gonna get a belt.
Please do, please. Somebody got to help me.
You already know, 40. Me and you gonna have a talk after this show.
Sometimes I be thinking I'm doing a good job, then sometimes I think I'm just not doing enough. I don't know how to feel about this. Cause y'all see the situation. Are you being honest with them?
Yeah.
So you really having sex with this girl?
Yeah.
You got a picture of her?
Yeah.
On your phone?
Yeah.
You and her got pictures together?
Yeah.
Let me see a picture. Hold on, y'all want to see a picture of the little girl?
Hold on, let me ask you a question. 40. Is she on birth control?
Yeah.
She is?
Yeah.
Okay. And how old is she?
15.
She 15. She older than 40. She 15. He 14. Let me see.
How long she been on birth control? 40.
Yeah, get one with y'all on the couch or something like that.
Okay.
Look, make sure it's a clean picture. 40. Don't be showing me no.
Yeah, I'm about to show that one.
Hold on, I think I got it right here. See, it's right here. Let me see if I can show y'all this picture right quick.
All doors wide open, or you can not
I
be.
see. So 40, you know I'm gonna talk to you afterwards, right?
Yes, no.
So there it is, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's going on, y'all. I don't know what to do.
Hey Kim, how you
They
doing,
said please
hon?
don't show a picture. She's a minor. They just showed his girlfriend. We ain't trying to like explore her or nothing like that. But anyway, okay, y'all. So anyway,
But
thank you for it. That's all we needed. You enjoyed it?
Yeah, that was funny. That was
Do you want to
funny.
ask for it? Anybody want to ask for a question before he go?
40, do you feel like you was too young to start having sex?
Nah, not at all. I can
So you
explain why.
feel like you know
No,
the
he
ins
said he
and
can
outs
explain
of.
why. Why you feel like you can? He said he can explain this thing.
Because I feel personally that my mindset is older than my actual age. So I'm mature enough to actually take that stuff.
So you
serious.
thinking you're grown right now?
No, not grown, not necessarily grown, but old enough to actually be mature about the situations that I put myself in.
So you think you're making smart decisions, even though you haven't sex? You think you're being smart?
Yeah, I'm being smart about it.
About wearing condoms and her being on birth control?
Yeah.
So that's y'all way of being mature about it?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So just like I told Lita, if I told you couldn't go, would you still go anyway?
No.
No, don't lie to me.
I'll probably talk to you about it, probably get
until you change my mind.
Yeah,
but would you sneak over there sometime?
No.
You wouldn't go? You just want to go back?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
I told you, my sons, they be loyal to me, y'all, because that's how I raised them. Like, but I would never go against them like that. I would never be like trying to come between him and his girlfriend.
Now the only reason why I said that, there was a gentleman in Louisiana who actually got killed. His daughter was having sex in the home, and they had moved from an apartment to a house to get away from the boyfriend who kept sneaking over. And so this one particular time, the dad was home, they were having sex, and the dad went in there and told him to come out of the room, and they were having a discussion. The young man then, in return, because the dad told him, you know, I don't want you at my house, I don't want you having sex with my minor daughter, he shot and killed him.
Yeah, I remember that. It was on the news and everything.
Yeah. And so, you know, that's why I bring those questions up and I ask those questions, because again, he told the daughter and him not to have sex previously, and they continued on to have sex. And so that's what transpired.
So what y'all think? Everybody in the chat, y'all let me know. Should I continue to allow my son to see this girl, or should I break up their relationship?
I mean, he already done did the do. Now what you gonna do?
I know, but I'm saying, but what y'all think? Would you, like, if you find out your child was doing something, you just gonna say go ahead?
I'm not gonna say go ahead.
I mean, I'm just trying to find out what I'm supposed to do.
I'm not going.
I don't know what y'all think.
For me, I'm not going to say go ahead, but I'm going to make sure that I prepare my child and tell my child the ins and outs about sex that I know. And I'm going to make sure that my child has contraceptives.
Call on the line, get it off your mind, talk to me.
Gangsta Mo G.
Hey, what's good with the Leslie? Talk to me. I need to know what to do.
Listen, family.
Okay.
And I'm as real can be.
Talk to me, because my son listening to you, Leslie. He listening.
All right. That's good. And I hope you, and where's our beautiful queen? Make sure she can hear my voice as well, because this is vital.
Say that again?
She's talking about...
This is vitally important. Is
okay.
Miss Moji around? Can she hear my voice?
No, she can't. She in the gym working out.
She's in the chat.
Okay. All right. The couple is a beautiful couple.
Okay.
That's beside the point. Okay.
Okay.
My son is also, my 20-year-old son is also in a relationship with someone who doesn't look like us. And that's okay.
Okay.
What you need to do, well, I'm sorry, you asked the question, so I'm answering.
Talk to me. You good. Talk to me, Leslie.
Gangster, what is important and you need to know is how her family feels about people that look like us. That's darn important.
Okay.
That's true.
And that's what I need to know from my son's girlfriend's family. Son,
her family like
how do they really feel about black people? Because
I'm pulling up.
Anybody that's gonna hurt my son.
Oh, they know that part. Now they know that part.
No, it's not about what they know. It's about what happens. I'm not saying it will or it could or all of that. I'm only saying, son, you already
Oh yeah. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna go over there and meet them because you said that I'm gonna go over there and meet them and get acquainted with them and be on the phone with them, and so I can kind of start like bonding with them and filling them out a little bit more. So I'm glad you said that because that's what I'm about to be on.
So wait, I got a question for you, 40.
Very
You
vital.
said that she's on
And
birth
as long
control.
as you and that
Hold on,
family
Lita.
is cool, it's cool.
Okay. That makes sense, lady. Appreciate you for that.
All right, I appreciate you.
Thank you and God bless you.
All right, God bless you.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
So 40,
that,
you
Lily.
said she's on birth control pills. So evidently one of her parents had to take her to go get on birth control pills. So are you saying that they co-signing for them to have sex? For y'all to have sex?
What do you mean?
Do her mama know that that the daughter's sexually active?
Yeah.
The mom know?
Yeah.
She told you that?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
asked if her mom know about it?
Yeah.
And the girl
Okay.
wait a minute. Yeah, go ahead, Lita.
Wait. So are you saying that the mom is okay with y'all having sex in their home?
See, I'm not even sure.
You're not sure about that part?
I'm not sure.
But because y'all sneaking and doing it.
Yeah.
So the mom don't never actually know when y'all doing it.
Yeah.
But she got a feeling that something going on, so she put the daughter on birth control.
Yeah.
So when y'all at the house, does she really keep a tight watch on y'all, or she kind of loose? Would she like go to the store and stuff and leave y'all there for a few minutes?
No.
She always there?
Yeah, if she do go to the store, her brother's got to be in the room with us.
Her brother got to come in the room with y'all? Okay, so she really be watching y'all then?
Yeah.
So how do y'all find a way to do it? How do y'all get away with it?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, man.
Oh, you can't tell me that part?
Hey, he's got it.
Hey, wait a minute, you be at school, 40?
What? So
you at school now?
No, he said no. She said you be in school. Like,
oh yeah.
Like so y'all find a way to do it, even though she be there, without her knowing that y'all did it. So when she walk in there, it look like nothing happened. Yeah, but it already happened. Boy, you learn from your daddy. Boy, you told you like, no, I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. But
okay,
anyway, y'all, I don't know, y'all.
So let me ask you, gangster, would you be comfortable with your daughter having sex?
I wouldn't. I'm not really comfortable with my son having sex. It's just like you said, it already happened. And then John's family put in there like it's too late to have this conversation because he's already like experienced and all that. So it's like I'm playing catch up basically. So it's not about if I like it or not. I just have to support what's going on because if I try to stop it, it's gonna make a problem with me and my son. And then if I support it like the wrong way, meaning like trying to tell him, hey man, no, I can't be like that. No, I can't be like that.
But you know what? I'm finna hit you with the uppercut. You ready?
Yeah.
You was telling me that I need to sit and have conversations with my daughter in order to know when she having a cycle and make sure I'm doing it right and all this and that. You better get on 40. You better
That's
stay.
true, but the difference is this part, and you're right. So I'm not taking that from you because you're right about that, and I am gonna be on that. But the thing about it is that
Glenn, don't be telling. Hold on, Glenn, don't be telling him to bend her over. Don't be doing that.
Did y'all hear 40 say he already have? Stop that, 40.
What?
Stop that, boy. But look. Let's see. Can you see those coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about Little Wild for Salad is that he don't live here with me. Yeah. So I can't monitor where he go, where he hang out with. If he live with his mom and he asks her, can he go somewhere? She say, yes, that's what that is. He don't call because we in two different cities. So he's not going to call way out here and, hey, Dad, can I go to my girlfriend's house?
So 40, does your mom provide you with condoms?
Yeah, she has before, but she don't really be asking. Like,
oh, you be buying your own?
Yeah.
But 40, how much money you got?
Right now?
Yeah.
Like 7 something?
Like 700 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, 40 keep money. You got like
I know.
His butt.
You got 700 some dollars, and so you buying your own condoms?
Yeah. You
go in the store and buy them yourself, or you send your brothers or somebody?
I have her do it, and then she have somebody else do it. Like I just give her the money.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you embarrassed to go buy condoms,
no.
Or you just don't want nobody to know?
I just don't feel like getting them.
Oh, for real?
I just don't feel like getting them.
Have anybody ever offered you drugs before?
Like necessarily like weed or
like weed, anything that's drugs. Because I told you, like playing NFL, weed gonna be looked at as a drug. They're gonna piss test you. So we can't be on none of that.
No, 40 is not on that.
But I know, but I'm just asking, of course, have somebody ever offered you drugs before?
Yeah.
They have? Who?
Yeah. I don't even remember. It was
like in middle school. Was you at a party? Was you at school?
No, was you
at? You at school?
Yeah.
And they had some?
Yeah.
Did they show it to you?
Yeah, like they was hitting the pan.
They a vape pen, a weed vape pen.
Yeah.
They was smoking, and they offered it to you. Say, hey, you want to hit this?
Yeah.
And what'd you say?
No, nigga, I don't smoke. I mean, my bad, I don't smoke.
But have you ever tried it before though?
No.
Not just one time.
Glenn,
No.
Miss Moji said,
You
"Shut
ain't
up
never
before she get the
You
bill."
ain't
never
never
did none of
puffed.
that.
You ain't never puffed it not one time.
Never.
And don't never do it because all that shit bad.
Okay, so
All
40.
that shit bad.
Let me ask you this, 40. What age did you lose your virginity?
14.
Okay.
Just, 14?
14, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so when do you think would have been an appropriate time to have had a conversation with you about sex?
When I was 13.
13,
Okay.
definitely.
13, okay. A lot
You
of
don't
people said
think younger?
13, 15.
But the younger,
But
no,
what did I say?
No,
You
because
know, you was young.
because 40
after-
was like because when 40 was like younger, like when 40 was like 7, 8, 9, he was
Mhm.
like a kid. He wasn't even in like he like played video games all day, like
I
like
wasn't
just
really
did
worried
stuff
about
with me all the time. Yeah, he wasn't even thinking. He wasn't even that type of kid. Like when he came up, he was like really like a kid type kid. Like that type of he can see like pretty girls, fine girls. He was like he was
Focus
innocent.
on-
Yeah, he
yeah.
wasn't even innocent. He just want to go to his dad's house, get on his video games over there.
Right.
We shooting videos, rapping, making beats. Cause I had the recording studio. Before they would come over there and make beats. He wasn't even, and there'll be a lot of people there. He wouldn't be
Okay.
thinking about nothing going on, just spending time with his daddy.
So
That's
let
it.
me ask you this, gangster. When did you notice the shift in the mannerisms in him to like girls and stuff like that?
When he
thinking I was
first told
fine.
when he first told I noticed when he
Oh.
first told me he had the girlfriend because the first girlfriend was not even this girl. It was another girl, and when he showed her to me, I didn't even approve of her. I was like, I don't like how she looking, and I just basically told him, man, she look like a slut. She's not gonna be a part of this family. I just told him just like that. He like, nah, Dad, she good. I said, I'm not trying to hear it. I don't like how she looking. And then later on, it came out that she was kind of moving foul.
Mhm.
But I had already told, I said, no, I don't like how she looking. I don't like her dress style. I don't like nothing about that little girl right there. I didn't even know her. I never talked to her, nothing. Never saw her in person. He just showed me 4, 5, 6
What I
different
tell you about
pictures.
you hunching?
4,
That you
5,
better
6
be
different
using
pictures.
condoms.
And I'm like, nope.
I
not
hear
bring- you're
Nicole
not-
in the background.
You're not bringing that to my house. She would not be a part of this family.
Okay.
See, listen, baby, me and these kids, let me tell you something. Me and these kids of mine, these boys of mine, we have like
No,
different
you just keep
conversations.
secret with the kids.
I
They
told
tell-
It was
you.
never a secret though.
It was not a secret. I told you. First off, your mind is bad, baby. I'm telling you. I told you. But
Mhm.
I also told 40 that when I found out he was hunching, I told him, 40, you better be using condoms. Did I not?
Yeah.
I was on his head. Believe that. I talked to my sons. Now,
Okay.
just because you don't remember, don't
I
got
don't
nothing to do
remember.
with me at 40.
She said, Glenn, behave yourself before I tell
I'm
you.
a what Glenn?
Glenn crazy, ain't he?
Glenn talk about 40
Yes.
getting that 40 giving up that meat.
Then telling them to bend her over.
And let me say this to y'all though. Now, because my son told me he had a girlfriend, just here and there, I have said little things to my son.
Wait a minute. You see what he said?
Knock her back out, for Glenn clowning. Glenn, he only 14. He don't know how to knock the back out yet, bro. Get off the gas with
You
my
better
son.
not be trying to knock out nobody's
But
gas.
anyway, check this out, y'all. But check this out though. Let me tell y'all something else. And I'm gonna let 40 speak for itself because y'all know what, look. I don't know why I had this stupidness in my head. And I guess it's because of how I came up. But I hope y'all can relate to this. The way I came up, man, when we was at his age, man, we was trying to have as many girls as we can get. All of them was looking good. All of them was looking fine. And so we trying to sample all of them. That's how it was. Me and the fellas used to sit around and talk. Man, I bet you can't pull her. I bet you can't pull her. Man, I bet I can hit that. And we'll go after them, man. And that's what we'll do. We'll be just trying to hit everything. Y'all know how it is when you're young. Your hormones running wild. You're just trying to wang dang everything. That's what we was on. And so with my son, like I said, I had a couple of talks with him here and there. So with my son, he on that faithful stuff. Being what, 14? You cheat on your girlfriend?
Never.
That boy won't even look at another
He
woman.
won't even look at another woman. My son
I'm
won't
so
even look
proud
at
of
another
you.
woman. He real faithful to her. That's why I'm afraid she might break his heart. Cause usually y'all look,
boy, if she break his heart, it's over.
Because this is something y'all got to come and even leader. I want everybody to know how y'all feel about this. He 14,
14, Glenn.
He 14. So I want to know how everybody feel about this thought that I'm going to say. I've always believed this. I'm beginning to change my mind now because I'm older and I'm more mature and I live different. But I've always believed that in every relationship, y'all coming down below when I say this, and Lila, I want you to speak on it too.
Okay.
And see what you have seen in life. Because I'm speaking by experience too as well. That in every relationship, there's always a bad person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
From what I've seen, I'm just saying in my life, it's always a good woman or a bad nigga or a real good dude and a bad woman. It's always like that. You very seldom can see what a woman good and a dude good. One of them always have something going somewhere. But, and so off of that thought, I'll be like, man, my son might be getting played because it's always a bad seed. One of them bad. So if you the good one, she the bad.
But wait, no. When you say bad seed, okay, so let me take it back. Are you talking about that they a cheater, the bad seed?
Or however you want, they're the one that making the problems for the relationship, whatever they got going. They the bad one.
Not necessarily that it's always gonna be one person. No, not necessarily. I don't see that.
So you seen in your lifetime more people that was faithful to each other than more people go through crap in their relationship.
I think every person goes through crap through a relationship, and you have to deal with the situations as they come. But I feel like, how can I say this?
No, but I'm just saying though, because that's why I'm using my experience. Like when I look at relationships, all the people that I've seen in relationships, somebody got cheated on, or somebody got beat up, somebody got lied to, somebody got played. I mean, it was just always something like that happened in a relationship, and it was one or the other. It was always a drunk dude that was beating up his wife, talking crazy, or it was some woman running over this dude that really in love. It was always something. I never really seen where a man and a woman really loved each other and there was nothing going on. There was nothing in the air.
Okay.
Until I got my age, because I always was the one that was cheating. I always was the one that was cheating and running the streets and doing all the hoeing and all that type of stuff to now. Because I don't set that example for my son. Did you see your daddy cheating on my wife?
No, never.
Do you ever see me talking to ladies or anything like that?
No.
I don't do that, do I?
No.
You respect that about me, don't you?
Right.
But I honor your mother right there.
Right. It wouldn't even feel right to even see you doing something like that.
It wouldn't even feel right, would it? You'd be like, Dad, what you doing? Dad, you know that, bro?
Yeah. It wouldn't.
Now, let me ask you this question. If I'm walking through Walmart and there's a real fine, sexy woman in front of me with them cakes shaking, you think I'm going to look at them cheeks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you going to look at them too?
Yeah, but look, that's like a forced
Okay. Now what? Now you see this dude, he coming up with his arms. You know how the weightlifters look? And your mom in Walmart, and he looking like a handsome hunk, and he walking out and she walking in, and she going to look at him?
Yeah.
Okay. But keep it real then, 40. 4100 up in here, y'all. My son ain't high five, 40. But my son, all right, y'all. He keeping it 100. At least
I love 40. Why you didn't bring Papa in there? Papa and Diddy.
Oh,
Papa and Diddy should have been in the hot seat too.
You talking Papa and Damien?
Yeah.
Go get Papa and Damien.
I'm not doing my brother like that.
You're gonna put them on blast?
No, I'm going to get them.
I'll go get them then, baby. She really go get them.
Yeah.
I seen somebody say, ask them where they hang out spots at.
Ask them where they hang out spot. Where y'all hang out at?
The
Jordan family said 40 is mature.
That's what I was trying to tell you. I've been like,
thank you, Jordan family. But it was something that the Jordan family said, we're not gonna answer that question. I want to find it. I want them to answer it. I want the Jordan family to answer it.
I don't know.
I want the Jordan family to answer that question. I can't remember what it was, but when they said like I can't agree. I can't answer that one. Or something they
now,
said.
Papa 40. You know, I love you to pieces, and I appreciate you being honest.
That girl was about should he break his girlfriend, him and his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Papa, come here and get that.
Papa, they want to ask you some questions over here, Papa.
Yeah, come on in here, Papa.
Yeah.
I still got my soap for your mouth.
Yeah, because you heard him cussing on that rap.
Was he?
Yeah, he was cussing on the rap. But they told me they like, cussing. Papa said I'm a motherfucker.
What?
Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah. Now the rap was good,
The
But
rap
I'm
was good, but
going
it had a
to
lot of
put some soap in
profanity.
his mouth.
Now we got the live going on, and today's topic is what's the right age to talk to your children about sex, and
I feel like
should you give them contraceptives? Should I give y'all condoms? Do you think that if you had a girlfriend, you should be able to come ask me, hey pops, I need a condom?
yeah. Trust me. You should,
Would you come ask me that?
Yeah.
What about you, Daniel?
Yeah.
Would you come ask me for a condom?
Do any one of y'all need
Do
condoms?
y'all feel like there's something? Wait a minute, hold on. What's something that y'all think I should tell y'all before y'all get ready to get some coochie? What's something I should talk to y'all about?
How to hit it right.
How to hit it right?
Oh my God!
I can teach you how to do that. Go. But I ain't gonna tell y'all that. Leave it alone.
I already know where you going with that one.
Let me leave it alone.
That's exactly what I was thinking you was talking about.
Don't just leave it. Shut up, Lita. I can't stand you. Shut up. Yeah, tell her shut up, Lita. You fine.
I didn't say anything. You brought it up.
Let me lock it and put it right in your
pocket right now.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Papa and Damien, are y'all having sex?
No.
Right, he said, what about the part? What about the part where he said he in his girlfriend's house alone for hours and then switched and said someone always there? She caught you.
A big life, Leslie. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Papa, do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
You do?
I didn't mean to contradict myself like that.
Does she ever come over here?
No.
And she don't ever come see you?
Probably.
So what kind of relationship y'all have? An online thing? Y'all talk and text through the phone? How long you been dating this girl? A couple of days.
Yeah.
How long have you been talking to her? I'm just saying, how long have you been talking to her? They off and on?
Yeah.
But they've been together. So they've been off and on. So they're back now for a couple of days.
Yeah.
But how long they been off and on?
For about since me and my girl started dating.
Like almost 2 years.
Year,
for almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
So y'all been going back and forth like that?
So I think it's time to have the talk with them. You having the talk with them?
Single? Or you ready to mingle? You single? Damien say he's single, y'all. He ready to mingle. What's your focus right now, Damien? Are you focused on girls, or you focus?
Like, let us know.
Or you not to talk to, or you not thinking about girls right now? What's on your mind?
To talk to the people.
I'm not thinking about girls right now.
You're not thinking about girls right now. Okay, what are you thinking about? What's your goal? Yeah, what's your goal? Like, you got a future goal? What you trying to do?
Traisha, we don't want to know what 40's first time felt like. No, ma'am.
You really don't.
No, we don't want to know none of that. We don't want to know none of that. So Daniel, so you ain't got no girlfriend. So you're not even thinking about a girlfriend right now. I think that's pretty good, y'all. My son, he said he's not thinking about no girls because you know what? He don't want all that drama. And I feel him on that.
Okay.
Are you shy to have a girlfriend? I really want to know. You're not shy? Have you had one before?
So Papa and Damien, let's see. Let me see if I get it right.
My son, go ahead, say it, Lita.
Damien is 15 and Papa is 15 and Damien is 14 as well, right?
And Damien is 14, 40 is 14, and Papa is 15.
And all their birthdays is in May.
And all their birthdays in May, along with Nicole. So we got four birthdays in May right here in this room. Nicole, 40, Papa, and Damien, all birthdays are in May.
They want to see the kids.
Y'all better put y'all shirt on. They in here running around in boxes and underwear, y'all. I can't turn it on right now. Go get your shirt. Go get your shirt.
Now they all real respectable.
Yeah, I gotta let them put some clothes on first, y'all. Since they want some kids.
Funny.
You mad I called you in here for it? I interrupted your day, didn't I?
No, it was fun.
We finished get off the line. I told you 10 minutes. I didn't mean to go this long, but
it's cool though.
Y'all, we sorry for keeping y'all so late, but you know,
I'm
turning 15 this year.
But you're still 14 though. We're gonna say 15 when you get 15.
Exactly.
If I say you 15 right now, I'm lying to the people, boy. And God gonna record that lie against me.
They're not.
You God gonna hold that lie against me.
How about next time?
If God looking at you, what age would you tell God right now that you are?
He already know.
I'm just saying. But if he asked, what would you say? You telling me to lie? Would you lie?
Auntie, you right about that.
I'm gonna be asking at my age.
I'm just saying, would you lie to somebody who's lying to God at the same time?
That's right, Auntie Vaughn. I really agree with that statement. 100%.
What she say? What Auntie Vaughn say?
She said a prime age to get caught up. Stay focused, Kings.
Stay focused.
You have plenty of...
Okay, y'all. Y'all ready to see the children?
Yes.
Let me get out the way.
What's up, Papa? So Papa is the one with the hat on.
That's Damien back there. Slide over, Papa. Get in here, 40. You gotta get
Damien has the glasses on. Papa is the one with the hat. 40 is the one
40,
with
no,
the
40 got this
LA
man.
hat.
He got the beanie. Yeah, 40, Papa got the beanie.
Show me your Versace.
What?
We need some more light. See if that light plugs up. Hit that light right there.
Twist it. It's twisted.
It's on the bottom right there on that ring light.
Wait a
Make it
minute,
bright.
Nicole.
Nicole, over there, get over there.
Have you ever watched House of Pain?
Uh-uh.
Well, on House of Pain, there was this one time where Auntie Ella thought that the son had OCD because he was in the shower all day, every day. He had just discovered himself.
Okay, y'all. Y'all check this out. For everybody that's listening right now, check this out because we know we got people on the other side that's gonna be hating and talking about we got our kids all on adult live and all that. Dog. Look, this is for educational purposes.
Yes.
That's why my kids are so y'all can help me, help them educate. And we gave y'all a real life situation with my son and his girlfriend, and we all giving our input. Leslie called in, everybody called in and gave our input. So this is educational, y'all. This ain't nothing where we on here telling our kids to go out here and be sexually active or nothing like that, and just move in a foul manner like that. This is really educational, so we want everybody to get that understood. Let's make sure we got that understood.
Yes.
It's like sex ed online with the children. Because today's topic was what age should you talk to your kids about sex? And most of y'all agree that right now, by y'all talking to my kids, y'all can tell I need to be talking to them about it because they really ready to get it on. And I need to be helping them control them hormones so they won't be bringing no babies here because we ain't taking care of no more babies, y'all. We ain't taking no more care of these babies. So when they get out here, they gone. Matter of fact, if y'all want to adopt 3 handsome young men,
I'll take them because I got girls.
They know how to clean and everything.
They know how to clean. They know how to cook. They wash dishes. They take out trash.
They wash their clothes.
They just started doing yard work last week. So
well,
they groom.
I got 7. But they all babies. So I need an older one.
They say all y'all handsome. Say thank you. Say thank you. Y'all say thank you.
David wants to show him his Versace glasses, but he's being shy.
Don't show them the Versace glasses. Don't put the glasses on them just yet, Junior.
Boy, shut up.
Okay, y'all. Quick Q&A, then we're gonna close it out. Quick Q&A for y'all boys. Name one thing. I want y'all to name one thing that y'all don't like about y'all daddy. Tell me.
One thing.
But name one thing that if y'all could change one thing about me, what would y'all change?
You being bald.
Being bald head? You wish I had hair? Why you want me to have hair?
Oh no.
Why you want me to have hair? Wish I was younger?
Yeah.
I was more active, wasn't?
Yeah.
I was stupid active, wasn't?
Yeah.
But I was too gangster back then, though, for I would get in trouble.
I wish you was younger, but
shit like I am now. Yeah, that'd be cool. What about you, Danny? What you wish I could change about? If you could change something about me, what would you change?
I don't really know.
You don't really know? Nothing to change. Okay, that's good. That's a good answer then. Okay, son.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all feel more comfortable with talking to your mom or more comfortable with talking to your dad about sex?
My dad.
Because y'all on Nicole be like, really, y'all, let me tell y'all the truth. Look, I know I'm the man of the house and I lead this family and I think I do a pretty good, decent job.
You do a great job.
But really, Nicole is like the enforcer around here. Boy, if the towel on the floor, if somebody order, hey, what's she gonna do? She's not gonna play. So
it's not that bad. Don't be on this shit.
It ain't that bad, but they already know they gonna hear from you more than me though. Because I ain't gonna say nothing.
Now, Leslie brought up a good point. We definitely need to be talking about our kids about STDs, STIs, stuff like
STDs,
that.
Though? Yeah. What's STDs?
That's why I'm strapping up.
What's the STD? What is STD?
That's stuff.
No, what does STD stand for?
Yeah.
Right, sexually transmitted disease.
And what's the STI?
Chlamydia.
Hold on, you name one. Herpes what? You don't know what STD is? The name of STD. You don't know what gonorrhea is? Chlamydia.
Herpes.
AIDS.
Trichomonas.
What else do they have?
HPV. I said trichomonas.
No, trichomonas.
Trichomonas.
No.
Shit.
HIV, AIDS. I mean, y'all need to know about all of those.
So he's switching up again, gangster. Look. Let alone 40. She said he's switching up again,
gangster. I have a question too. What's one thing y'all would change about me, your mom?
I wouldn't change nothing about you, baby. Cause I know when you stern and you be on something and you be fussing about something, it's for one, it be real. Then number two, like you ain't gonna just say something for nothing. You always looking out for the best interest of this house and all of us in here. So I wouldn't change nothing about you.
And you're the smartest in the house right now, as of everything. The
yeah,
house
for real.
wouldn't look the same. The house wouldn't be the same.
It wouldn't function without you. All I could do is just pay the bills.
We won't have.
I can pay the bills and rent, and then after that we through. Baby, still gonna be all out of order. No, I designed the house not for it. No, ain't nobody designed this house for me.
But hold on, he really
Come
did.
on now.
But the gym was my idea. He tried to take it. Wait a minute. He helped me like pick out the people. But I told him when we first moved here in the gym, I want to have pictures, but I didn't know which athlete. You know what I mean?
Hey, y'all comment down below if y'all want me to do a Q&A with my son.
Baby, you are
and
the
then
best
have my wife to do a Q&A, even though I'm not gonna be here much longer.
But Papa, what would you change about me? What would you change about me?
Nothing. Papa ain't gonna say nothing. No, Papa don't do no talking.
Damon, what about you?
You good.
No, he's lying.
Look, he already know. He ain't gonna get you on here and get you embarrassed and stuff like that.
No, Damon ain't gonna never go against his mama.
What is it about the house? Am I a little bit too strict?
You can say that.
He said we're gonna get the girlfriend. Right.
Now, you know I love you guys and I appreciate y'all being a part of our chat today.
She said I was 18 my first time and wish I would have waited.
I was 19, Auntie.
I was 15 and I sure wish I would have waited. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I was grown. I'm my mom's home in my own apartment.
I had my first son at 18.
Well, it's all based off that head of yours, though.
So look, she said he's speaking Spanish, but I know what I heard.
Wait a minute. Is Leslie the popo or am I the popo?
Well, hey, Leslie is like.
Listen, baby, we gonna call Leslie when we need to get some information.
But we need to find out what's going on. We calling Leslie, y'all. Leslie is on top. God bless these young men.
But you know what? Okay, so this time we was on the young men. Next time we got to be on the girls.
Yeah, for sure. Thank y'all, son. Appreciate y'all for coming in. Y'all go enjoy the rest of y'all day. Thank y'all for that was fun.
Bye, boys.
I'll bring y'all alive a little bit more.
I'll do it again.
You'll do it again. They show love to you, didn't they? Tell the truth. You like that, Papa? You just gotta learn to be more talkative, Papa, because you quiet. Y'all gotta forgive my son, Papa. He'll look quiet, but that's okay. He got a big heart though.
He really do. I really love all of y'all for real. I'm telling you, listen, baby, I
this
love
family. We got a hell of a
family like the best, yeah, for real. But baby, I really wouldn't change nothing about you. I really wouldn't.
Hold on, before you end it, what would y'all change about us? Both of y'all.
Okay, hold on, y'all.
Let me start.
Hold on, y'all. My kids asked us what would we change about them. Wait before y'all go. Don't nobody go nowhere.
Don't nobody go.
Do me first.
But for I already told you, one thing I really hate about you, son, even though I love you, you know what I mean? So I don't hate you. But one thing I hate about you, you move slow with everything.
I don't know why.
We can tell you 40. Hold on, y'all. I can tell 40. It's 1 minute for the Uber. And he'll walk upstairs, just get his backpack, coming down, saying goodbye. I don't like it. I like people that know how to move with urgency. So that slowness, I don't like that. With Damien,
I think I move fast though.
No, you don't.
Damien,
you are a turtle.
I can change. Damien don't like to be told nothing.
He don't.
He don't like to be told nothing. If you say something that Damien don't want to hear, even though it's right, he gonna feel some way about it. Papa got that. Papa got that. What you call that? Like unconcerned, don't know what's going on in life. He ain't really, he don't really want to know what's going. He's just there. You ask Papa, is it raining outside? I don't know. Papa, what'd you eat a while ago? I don't know. It's in the bowl. I don't know. Papa just one of them type, y'all. He just Papa, what's good for the day, Papa?
Josh family, I'm definitely gonna.
I mean, he don't never hear. He ain't got no like. He ain't got no spunk or no outgoingness about himself. Like, if you don't, like, Papa can be in this house, and I guarantee you, I can invite all y'all here to my house, and y'all would never know Papa here.
Damien either.
I have to pray for Josh family. Josh family says she got 7 girls. 7 girls and 2 boys. Baby, I would lose my mind with 7 girls. All that estrogen in one house.
Miss Vaughn, it's more than just laid back. It's like he unconcerned, unbothered, don't know, and don't want to know. Like he all it ain't no laid back.
It's one of those. If I get in trouble,
You
all
can
I
ask
can
him
do
right
is
to watch
say I
it.
didn't
Y'all
know.
want me to ask him a question? Y'all want me to ask him? Look, he tell me no. Y'all want me to ask him a question? I can ask Papa right now. Watch, just
Papa,
watch
who's
it.
the president?
No. Don't ask the president. He don't even know if Biden is the president. He don't care who the president is. No, look, do you want to go eat? You want to go out to eat or not?
Well, I don't know.
I told you. And then, I told he don't know.
Well,
What we gonna eat tonight, Papa?
I
So,
don't know.
I tried to tell you. Look,
How am I supposed to know?
I told you. Look, he don't know what's going. No, he don't care. He don't care. Is you gonna marry your girlfriend, Papa?
No.
Hey, Miss Linda.
So yeah. So anyway,
Wait,
y'all, we just having fun, man. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, we gotta get Nicole point of view though. Did you already say yours?
I think she don't like the same thing about y'all that I don't
I
like.
really like my thing with you, 40.
I want your what?
Ford don't pick up behind herself and be claiming to say everybody else.
You really don't. And I hate
You
when
hate
you
that.
go to the gym and you like, I wish you wouldn't even go in there sometimes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you change my chair and stuff.
She's pushing it. She's pushing it.
No,
I pick up.
I get tired. 40, stop. I get tired of telling you like things like 10. Baby, that basket of clothes in his room.
It's still in there.
It's been in there for about 7 days. Now the clothes is on the bed. They ain't even made it just scattered out.
Oh my goodness.
Shut up. And then I don't like your attitude. Like I know
she
you.
Just roasting us right now.
And anytime I tell you something, baby, same thing you said. Anytime I tell you something, like I know when you got an attitude, even though you try to act like you don't. Sometimes I'm ready to body slam you. Papa, I just want you to be more engaged in life, you know? I want
one
you
more question
to
before
know
we get
that
off.
there's like more to life than just.
I got one more question.
That's it.
What's your
Y'all
question,
want to
baby?
ask Lita something?
That's it.
Y'all want to ask Lita something?
That's it. What do you mean?
Y'all want to ask y'all auntie Lita
No,
something?
that ain't
Y'all got no
all.
question,
What
Lita?
you mean?
Cause you know
That's
she got
it.
the Moji
I
assistant,
love
right?
y'all.
How is it being his assistant?
Oh my God, baby, your daddy be having me pulling my hair out on a daily basis. Yes. Now you already know.
I'm so serious about that body slam, girl. I'm ready to pick his big stuff up and pow.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing about being his assistant, though?
My favorite thing is we can talk about anything.
Yeah.
We can talk about anything.
We click.
It's one that's
Yeah.
It's one like
She like family to us now.
Right.
She gonna come out here and meet y'all. She gonna come over here.
Yeah.
And y'all get a chance to meet her.
And don't be on that.
Oh,
we're gonna let her cook for y'all too. Cause you know y'all let her eat.
You know how to cook.
Yes, you know how to cook.
And I'm gonna get some soap for Papa's mouth. Papa, you gotta pour soap in your food.
Papa say he out. Papa say he out. He tired of you,
Some soap for his mouth too.
Oh, I already know that 40 be cussing. I can see it all up in him. Yeah, he trying to act like he don't do that.
And y'all know that y'all can ask Lita, cause she the type. Y'all can ask Lita to get y'all some condoms, and she will.
He needs some bleach.
You can ask any one of us. We gonna go get you some condoms.
We sure will.
So y'all, I appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in to today's show, man. The SpitBox, man. It got heated for a little bit, man. Lita was going back and forth, man. And then we got on the thing with the contraceptive. We brought the kids in, brought the family in, man. So look, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, and watching us, man. It was a great
love you
show,
too,
man.
sis.
Look, Lisa, I love you too, sis.
I love you.
Baby, you want to get on camera?
You know, Dave, baby, these kids so sick.
Did you want to get on camera?
I tell everybody hi. I've been working out, so like I'm not like, you know.
You been working out?
Yeah. Where's the camera? Oh, my head's way too big. Hi, guys. lean in and lean out.
Oh wow. Okay, so Jaws girls is 14, 13, 12, 11, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Baby.
Oh Jesus, I could do it.
14,
Well, I probably
13,
passed
12, 11,
out.
8, 6.
Oh, girl.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Sherry.
That's the football team.
That's Sherry. That's the music battle champion right there. Shout out to Josh family for tuning in. Shout out to Carmela. Thank you, Leslie Hill, for calling in.
I love you, Leslie.
Auntie Vaughn, appreciate you. Blessed them abundantly. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to
Shaisha, to the Ewan family, to Kyron
family. Hey y'all stay tuned, man. We're gonna be back on here. Let me see what time is it.
He's always shouting.
We gonna get something to eat, y'all. We gonna get something to eat, y'all. We gotta do one more live at 7 o'clock my time. That okay with you, Lita?
That's fine with me.
We're gonna go live at 7 o'clock in a minute.
Baby,
It's gonna be about y'all can listen.
listen, baby, do you think me and these boys have a too playful of a relationship?
I play too much.
Set it up, Lita.
shut up.
We're doing
You
live
play
with we're
too
doing
much.
live entitled the
No,
Joint
y'all
Family.
play too
We
much.
gotta
Oh,
go.
I already did one.
Okay, yeah, I'll put it up there then. You got the thumbnail?
Yeah, remember I sent it to you. And
So
your
y'all
face.
get ready to tune back in about like an hour or so, y'all. We're gonna go live again tonight, y'all. We got something we need to talk about, get it out of our chest, man. God bless y'all, and everybody have a good night. We gone.
Bye, y'all.